Yo, 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 yo. I'm gonna talk because I can control myself. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for joining us. We're gonna have a little 2 minute chill session here until we can avoid a few issues from YouTube. You feel me? So you guys can pull up in, pile in. Everybody gonna chill for a second here. We got a minute and a half left. So don't worry. We are here. We're just not talking, so we can avoid problems from the corporations. There we go. There we go. We got timers and stuff. Yeah, everybody mute their mic, man. Look at this, man. We're being adults and stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, no. I see your message, Red. I'm not gonna hit mute. I'm gonna stay live here. I shall stay live. I think I'm about to yo, everyone share the YouTube link. Hit share, copy, you feel me? And share the links to people and stuff. Yeah, share the YouTube link, everybody. Share the YouTube link, everybody. I'm gonna send some links out. We got 43 seconds. Send some links out here. I guess Lurk probably not gonna make it tonight. Yes, sir, man. But thank everybody who's gonna pull up tonight beforehand. We really appreciate y'all support, man. You know, we just out here grinding, a little bit of entrepreneurial spirit, but we don't agree though. And that's the whole basis of our show is debates. Excuse my camera though. I couldn't get my big camera to work today for some reason. It just wouldn't connect. I'm not sure why this wasn't connecting today, man. It's blowing me, bro. Like you buy all this equipment, it worked every single day, except for the day when you want it to work. Like I had it set up the other day, man. But yeah, man, y'all mute yourself, man. Let's go. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
We
Let's
are
go. Let's
safe,
go. Let's go.
gentlemen.
Let's go. Let's go. We
Yo,
are
yo,
safe. We
yo.
are safe. Everybody, introduce yourself, man. Let's go around. Introduce yourself. Let's start at the bottom. Start with baby daddy.
Hey,
D.
yo.
That's my
Ooh,
man's
yeah.
name.
You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Baby Daddy D, Facebook Gaming. We gonna get the YouTube part all put together. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't nobody special, you know what I mean? Just
Where you from, man? Where you from?
you know what I'm saying? I was actually born in Jersey. I live outside, just outside Chicago, Joliet, Illinois. That's where I know Rigga from personally. You know what I'm saying? They know me from bringing the drop tops in Bombay to the spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
He used to pull up to the trap all the time. That's wild, though. It's
You know what
very
I'm saying?
facts. True facts. Thank you for the introduction, man. Big Red, go ahead. Introduce yourself, bro. Since Ninja Beast got to get a spanking by Devi.
It's big, big red. I'm not sure what else I need to do to explain myself. I'm just
What do you
big
do for a
red.
living, Big Red?
Um, a variety of things.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. All right, yo, we gonna go back down to Ninja. You gonna mute yourself, bro. I promise you, it'll work, Ninja Beast. You gonna mute yourself,
Yeah,
Then
bro.
man. Come
unmute
on, man. We
yourself.
can't hear you, bro.
There you go. You can do it. All right,
He's trying
Dan,
to get
introduce
permission right
yourself.
now.
Yeah, Dan, introduce yourself, please, brother.
All right,
Appreciate
man.
you.
It's your boy Dan's the West Side Spick. Come through. Wavy, baby, always smooth. Let's get it. We got to get this man, you know what I'm saying? Get his
Yeah,
clearance letter from his baby mother.
it's all good, man. He got a new baby over there though, so he do got a
Yeah.
lot going on for
It's like
real.
we in the club, but he in the lobby.
Yo, people
Mm.
just
Yo, what
yo,
up, man?
yo.
Introduce
First, I
yourself,
to make
Ninja.
sure
What
I
up,
was at
bro?
my 2 minutes, so I get all my cussing out real quick. So,
Bro, you missed the whole countdown, my boy.
oh, I'm glad.
All right, well, introduce yourself, bro. We're introducing ourselves right now.
Yo, I'm Chris G the God, aka Ninja to these fools. I'm here. I don't agree with none of
Hey,
these
for
niggas.
sure, man. For sure.
Let the
All right,
people know
man.
you
Well,
like abs on your background.
he love abs in the background, bro. He got mad abs in his backdrop.
Yeah, that's
His abs
crazy.
galore,
But I got
shiny.
I got the facts right here though.
Oh yeah.
The facts of life.
A white man, no. Let's not
Jesus,
get
he's
into
white
that.
now.
I didn't go through white off GP, but no. All right, but I'm Rigger Man. Thank y'all for joining us, man. I am the Rigger Man, the faceless one, man, many names. Thank y'all for joining us. We have a little debate today. We're gonna talk about a variety of things. We're gonna talk about video games, some anime, some sports, random topics, some life topics. If y'all got any topics, just put it in the comments, the live chat. We'll respond. If you want to hop on, we can send you the link. You can jump on and give us your opinions if you think we're talking nonsense or whatever. But yeah, let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. I'll pull up a topic here, and we're gonna start from the bottom, starting at Baby Daddy Gaming. I'm not gonna say the last part, bro.
You ain't gonna say it, dog? You ain't gonna say it, man?
I'm not saying it, bro. I'm not saying it. But yeah,
how do you think I do what I do?
Here. I don't know, bro. This is the first topic, man. PS5 maintenance. Do you do any weekly, monthly, daily maintenance for your PS5? Do you take care of your consoles? Do you dust your consoles? Do you turn them off? Like, let us know what you do, because some of the members of We Don't Agree have some interesting habits regarding taking care of their consoles. There's one gentleman named Ninja Beast or Chris the God, whoever he wants to go by. He never turns off his PS5. Never turns it off. Okay, if you think that's appropriate, let me know.
Voluntarily.
He voluntarily never turns it off. All right, whatever. Whatever. But I'm gonna let my ninja. You can go in whatever. I'm gonna let my boy Baby Daddy Gaming. Go ahead, bro.
Yo, so let me give you the correct answer. So he's just doing it, I think, just out of being lazy. But the correct answer is, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about, you're speaking from somebody with a Metal Gear Solid PS3 that's fully backwards compatible. You know what I mean? And you got to realize one thing, and these systems have CMOS batteries in those, which, if you don't know what a CMOS battery is, it's a watch battery. So technically, to future-proof yourself, you should never turn your system off, because whenever your system is completely off and unplugged, you drain that battery. And when you drain that battery, you run a risk in the future of games not working because of copyright issues. You know what I mean? So the correct answer is you should not turn off your PS5 unless you absolutely have to, for the sake of the battery. Now, you can replace the battery, but we know Sony make that a bitch. You know what I mean? But no, I don't turn neither one of my PS5s off or my PS3. They all stay powered.
Let me see your PS3 right now.
I got you.
Let me see it right now.
I mean, I got you.
No, don't turn it on. Don't turn it on, bro.
No. I got you. Hold on. Let me move this up. It's a very expensive bottle of liquor. So,
this very expensive bottle.
Here we go, right here. PS3.
It's not on.
You know what I mean?
It's not on.
I just turned it off. You know what I mean? It's blurry as shit. What the fuck is...
You got drain the battery.
Chrome opens. You know what I mean? That's actually a very expensive PS3. You know what I mean? Nigga had money way back in 2006, but you know what I mean? Them bitches was motherfucking $600.
Yeah.
And motherfucking minimum wage was $7.40 in Illinois. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
Dog, I think if you for inflation, that bitch almost $900 today. And then you got to understand, like, there's two top tier models. You know what I mean? Like, mine's technically wasn't the top tier at one point, because all PS3s run PS1 games and PS3 games, of course. But mine's run PS2 games, but it's doing it through software emulation. So because of that, originally it was seen as not the best one. The other one that came out in 2006 that has hardware emulation. So basically they threw a 1, 2, and 3 in that bitch. But mine is proven over time to be the best version because it doesn't have the overheating issue because it has 3 chipsets. You know what I mean? But
so overheating is not an issue regarding not turning it off?
No. So you gotta understand, like, when I say turn off, that's like completely off. Standby mode is still counted as being on. You know what I mean? So to clarify that, you should not turn off a PlayStation simply because of the CMOS battery. If you do turn it off, that means, say your internet, because that battery keeps the timer on your system. It keeps the clock on your system. and they do that for I can't remember the exact wording for it, but it's this copywriting. So if you try to play your system offline and that battery's dead, and you play in a digital game, it won't work. You know what I
So
mean?
it's like it won't read the license.
Yeah, it won't work.
Okay.
It can't verify what day or year or time it is.
Yeah.
With the date not being able to verify with the license, your game won't work. Have you ever for example, your internet wasn't working, you tried to play a game and it didn't work? Yeah, so that could be due to not being able to verify the license.
Not with the PS5 or the 4.
That's because the
been able
PS5
to
has
do
not
that.
existed long enough for your battery to die.
I haven't had those, but even for the 4 though, like I haven't had those issues. Like when I'm
Nah,
offline, I
that's
can play all
happened
my
before.
games. Yeah, it has happened before, but not in a long time for me.
So
okay,
what?
all right, baby daddy gaming. We got your take, Ninja. Go ahead. Let's hear your points.
Yeah. First of all, I don't like to attack on my character that I'm lazy and I'll just turn my PlayStation off. That's crazy. I am lazy, but I ain't that lazy to not turn my shit off. Nah, like since the PlayStation 4, I've always not turned my shit off, and I've seen multiple people with other systems when they turn their shit off, not be able to turn their shit back on. And so with mine shit being on, I usually let it go to, as Baby Daddy Gamer said, let it go to rest mode. And I always have that setting on where if my during a certain time,
okay,
it just cuts off. Yeah, if I'm not playing it, watching YouTube, Netflix, and usually the times that it's on, I'm up. And if it's still on when I get up, then it's not been on for that long. So I don't know. I think people should leave their PlayStations on. It's you don't turn your. They tell you not to turn your computer off all the time. Why turn your PlayStation off all the time? It's running the same hardware, just made just for gaming.
Okay, all right. You making strong points, right? Making strong points. Big Red, what you think about this, man? Never turn off the PS5. Never turn off your PS5, everybody. This is what we're saying right here. This is what these people are saying.
I turn my PS5 off probably at least once a week, if not probably twice. I don't usually turn it off every day. Usually it's just rest mode, but I do make sure to turn it off fully at least once a week. Whether that is out of coincidence or whatnot, that's just how it happens to be. I think this week so far I already have turned it off, so I probably won't turn it off again for another couple days. But usually with my electronics, stuff that has a battery and is not operated, I usually let them run until the battery dies. So I do give it once a week where I'll let the battery die fully and then I'll turn them back on, kind of thing, to make sure that I get through a full cycle, you know what I mean, with my electronics.
Yeah.
Instead of just charging it when it gets down to 10, 15, 20% or 30%, what have you. I let them fully die at least once a week.
Okay. All right. I like that. That makes sense. That sounds pretty normal, pretty average. Diz, what do you think, bro? What's up?
I mean, I always keep my thing in rest mode. The only time I ever turn it off is if I'm moving it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm obviously when I did my whole move, or if I'm going to transition from my living room to the room for whatever reason, that's the only time you're going to let it power down. Other than that, my baby stay on rest mode.
Okay, well,
why you say it like that?
Yeah, my baby stay on rest mode, right?
We got some homies in the.
Hey,
we got some homies in the chat.
Yo, one more thing with the one more thing, you should like that's a valid point, man. Hey, put the names on the screens, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
Big Red, right? You know what I'm saying? But that is a valid point he made. He cut it off once a week. So what you want to do is, you know what I'm saying, big homie, what's good? Dog,
yeah,
what's good?
Oh, man.
Hey, what up?
You know what I'm saying? A homie, you know what I'm saying?
What's up?
But he is right with because you know what I'm saying, I would say you should keep it on or and stand by at all times, you know what I mean? But he is right with turning it off once a week. But I say this, when you turn it off, you should completely unplug it for a couple of minutes, because that's the only way in the console world to clear your cache.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only way. And that's kind of On the PS4, that was a big thing. If you didn't run a solid state drive in your PS4, you know what I mean. So
All
that
right,
is.
thank you for saying that, bro. Because I was about to come in here with some hard hitting facts, but you recovered yourself. You recovered yourself. I'm
But
like, okay,
no
I'm gonna let
bullshit.
them keep rocking. Don't turn it off. Don't just let it keep going.
No,
I was
listen,
like,
yo,
I'm looking shit up. I haven't looked shit up on the phone. I'm like, I got you, boy.
Yo, but that CMOS battery is a real issue because imagine if like
I guess it's a real issue, but I've never in my life heard anyone say, "Oh, my PS5 stopped, my PS4 or PS3 stopped working because of the CMOS battery or whatever."
Yeah, it turns them into bricks. So, for example, I got a Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, right? Those are extremely rare games digitally on the PS4. They never came to disc.
Okay, so like PT, so like PT, right? It's like PT that demo, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
that won't work.
Yeah.
That won't work if your CMOS battery died and you powered that bitch offline. It would not work.
Okay. I see what we're talking about now. See what we're talking about here. All right, yeah, but so yeah, my whole thing about it was clearing the cache, right? My thing was like, all right, y'all talking about never turning the thing off, yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, if you don't unplug it, right, your PS, whatever PlayStation you have is going to start to run slower and slower. It's going to start bogging down, right? If you just let your stuff run forever and ever and never unplug it and never turn it off, it's going to bog down. Your user interface is going to be laggy. It's, you be like, oh, how come my games are loading up slower? How come you in the match before me? Because you never unplugged your shit. Like let's just be real here, bro. Like, I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it plugged in because of the CMOS battery. Like this is getting out of hand here, bro. Like we're acting like
my question,
this is
raise
ridiculous,
hand.
bro.
Yo.
Like,
This is not a
Rolex. Like,
God, I run an 870 Evo.
It's not
PS4, yo.
870
if you run an 870 Evo on your PS4,
you're talking about your SSD.
Yes, I run an 870 Evo in my PS4 Pro, and technically, I never have to do that cache thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no. I got it, yo. So raise the hands. How many people had a broken down PlayStation 4 before?
What do you mean?
I have. I've had a broken down PlayStation 4 before.
Oh, so that's what I'm saying.
But it wasn't the battery though.
You're unplugging it.
It was
no, bro. My disk drive broke.
Stop turning it off.
It's a moving part. It's a moving part, bro. That's nonsense.
Mine had the motherboard disconnect from dropping it. It was overheating.
Yo, if y'all don't know, this is the topic we're talking about. It's about PS5 maintenance. And this man over here, wait, these two dudes down here.
Put the names up on the boxes, fam.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Hey,
there your name go. There your name go.
Some motherfuckers know what it is, yo.
Yeah, but
like I said, that dog, you gotta understand, like that cash thing is like that. You gotta have your shit just plug in for like a whole fucking 6 months to a year, but even slow your shit down.
Yeah, you wilding out.
But if you never turn it off, what do you mean? That's literally what you're saying.
I'm saying
I never turn it off. Well, at least
like I said, if
so in 6 months it's going to start slowing down.
But I am turning it off because I have to clean it.
Yeah. So, like, for one, if you run a solid state drive, you don't have to fucking.
I'm cleaning. Whatever. Peep this new topic, man. Because y'all talking about this. This can go on for a long time. Okay.
That cash thing ain't even a fucking issue, dog.
Yeah, why'd you bring it up? Neither is the CMOS battery.
Yo, the CMOS battery could brick your system.
Whatever, bro.
Okay, system moving slow versus breaking your system.
Nonsense. We're moving forward. All right. The new topic. Xbox Series S is hurting gaming. Okay.
Oh yes.
So I don't know if y'all know this, right? Know this or not, right? Regarding the Xbox Series S. So not supposedly, this is the reason why a lot of games are being locked at 30 FPS. Is because of the Series S, right? And that is because the Series S is hard to develop for due to its lack of memory, right? Outside of a plethora of other things, and also since Microsoft has a lot of contracts with these companies with Game Pass and other things like that. If any company makes a game for Xbox, it has to be compatible for Xbox Series S, which for us PlayStation users means that we suffer due to the Xbox Series S being a toaster of it, right? So if it wasn't for the Xbox Series S, Gotham Knights would have been in 60 frames per second, right? And et cetera. What's the new game? Somebody's Requiem. Freaking can't get the name off my head right now, but a Tales Requiem, something like that. Another game came out that's limited to 30 FPS, and that's because if the game's coming out on cross platforms, it has to be able to run on the Xbox Series S. So I believe it's hurting gaming. I believe it's a hindrance in the gaming industry, And that's my take on it. Anyone else have the rebuttal or debate or another take or topic with it? Here we go. We
I'm
can
gonna go
start
last on
with-
this. I'm gonna go last
All right.
on this one.
Okay, Dans, you can go ahead and have a. You know what? That's a good way to go with this because Dans, you own a Series S. So what's your topic on this? Is the Series S hurting gaming? Is it hurting next gen gaming? What's up? What you think?
I personally feel like it is because just to piggyback on what you said with the whole 30 FPS type of thing, it kind of gives people that feel like you have to settle if you want to play next gen. You know what I'm saying? And also, they can produce so much more Xbox than what they're producing PS5. So it obviously kind of puts an impact on that as well too.
All right, Big Red, are you up to date on the topic we're on right now?
Yo, my man's put on a velvet red cape, yo. Hold on. He came back with stripes in the
That's
cape.
why you fucking black the screen now. You over throwing cupcakes in his mouth. Freak.
That's crazy.
My man had an apron on.
Don't be it's cold in this part of the house, and B, I was fiending for the red velvet cupcakes.
Yeah, you over there.
And yes,
selling meth pipes.
this trash with the Xbox is hurting gaming because it's trash. And I'm gonna enjoy my cupcakes. So you can go on to the next person.
It's me.
Yeah, I hope so.
Mhm.
My turn.
Yes,
It's my turn now.
I hope so.
Because I think y'all are blaming Xbox Series X for no reason, yo. Like, why are we not blaming game companies?
What do you mean by
Why
that?
are we not
Let's-
talking about these bum ass game companies? EA, cough, cough. Like they could put these games out at 120 hertz per second for the PlayStation. PC got it. Why can't we have it? Like, why do we have to suffer because somebody else is? Like, that's Xbox is getting their stuff together. Like, but the gaming companies are the ones who are putting the games out, not Xbox.
Yeah,
So no, Xbox ain't hurting shit. Xbox just need to like step their game up, get their frame rates together, and then come join us. Like, y'all bugging, y'all like attacking the staple of gaming. Like right now, Xbox Series S and PlayStation are. I feel like it's a preference war. It's not even who's better. That was last year's debate. Now we're talking about what's your preference, what you like to play, what you doing on your system.
yeah, it's who's better. Still
Games
for me
need to come
over
out.
here.
Yeah, games need to come out with something. Yes, come out with a product, actual finished product. Like they,
Oh, my boy Chris Hood in this junk.
Yeah, I
What's
mean,
poppin',
yo, Chris, like I got what was that Christian Hood? Yeah, Hood. I got the Series S. You know what I'm saying? And like I enjoy it. The games I play are at 60 frames per second. You feel me? Like it's cool. But I mainly really get on it to play like Gears of War, shit that's only for Xbox. You feel me? And like if I want to play something and feel that next gen feel, then I'll play it there.
All right, DJ, go ahead, bro. Take it, man. Take it,
All right,
man.
man.
You can close it
Let
out.
me-
Close it out.
Let me go ahead and get down on y'all real quick, man. Not only I think it's hurting the gaming industry, I believe it shouldn't even exist. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So, like, no
Mm.
bullshit. It shouldn't exist. So, this dates back to like the PS3 era.
Okay,
We have
let's hit this.
Blu-rays. We have
All right.
Blu-rays.
All right.
Xbox 360. So
Had
that shitty ass
HD.
arcade with the
No.
DVDs.
Okay. Yeah,
No, they ain't even
had
they ain't even
HD.
embrace the HD DVD. They ain't even
Yeah, but they
embrace it.
tried to drop it. Let's not ignore the
No,
fact.
I'm sorry.
I will
I'm only
defend them.
I'm only talking
on.
on what they put their games on. They put their games on
Okay.
DVD, right?
Okay. Yes.
So
yes.
niggas like me that love our Japanese games,
Mhm.
Final Fantasy got cut in fucking half because it was one disc on fucking PlayStation 3, but that bitch was damn near 3. You know what I'm saying? Considering when you bought it on the Xbox, so content had to get cut. So that's what
Mhm.
happens when you make a game for all systems. So that and then the system, the Xbox is a lower tier system. So the reason why I say it shouldn't exist, because I'm going off the reasons of the past, is what's gonna happen is with the Batman game, that's fucking up their sales. You know what I'm saying? Because when they put it on Xbox, you make a game for the lowest common denominator. You know what I mean? When you make a character model or building or whatever, you make it for the lowest common denominator. and then you add in textures, you add in ray tracing, but the base is the lowest common denominator, and that's why that's running at 30. And it shouldn't exist because that system has less horsepower than the PlayStation 4 Pro. And the reason why it has less horsepower because it is a modified Xbox One X. You know what I mean?
Then put
And
it.
what's going to happen?
Why do not game companies put the 60 frame per second game for the Xbox? Just make it for that. Like you
But
do it all
I
the
just-
time.
that's
It's
what
gonna
I was
cost hella
explaining.
money. It's gonna
That's-
cost mad money to develop.
No.
But they
That's
don't
I had.
PC though.
I
No,
just
they
explained
don't.
that.
They don't make
Look,
two
look.
games. No, they optimize it.
No.
So look, when they
I
make
just
games,
explained that you make
from-
one
Optimize
game.
it then.
No.
Hold on,
You
hold
listen
on.
to me. I had already
Yeah.
said that. They make
make
one
one game.
game, right? They make
These
one
facts.
game,
and they
one
optimize it
asset.
for the, and they make it for the
Then they
lowest.
optimize it
For the
lowest.
lowest, no, they
You know what I mean?
optimize it for whatever is the lowest hardware running, which is going to
Exactly.
be the Xbox Series S.
S,
So they make a
exactly.
game for cross platforms, and they truly make it for the Series S, right? But
S,
then they
and then
try
they
to push
Scale
it
it up.
to everything else, right?
Yes.
So
So
that's another reason. Let me interrupt you. That's another reason why Cyberpunk failed so tragically, right? Because Cyberpunk was initially should have been released for the PS5, right? It's supposed to be a next gen game, but then they wanted to put it on the PS4 and the other Xboxes, so they had to scale it backwards from being next gen, which were next gen assets, and they had to reverse the way it was running. All right,
I got a better
completely
example
agree
for
with
you.
you.
I got a better example for you.
But hold on. I'm
Halo.
gonna counter your argument. I'm gonna counter
Mhm.
your argument though. Let me counter you real quick, right?
ahead.
Because I believe wholeheartedly that the Xbox Series S should exist, though, right? Like I completely believe it should exist because it is a great cost of entry
I didn't get to that
for
point yet.
next gen
Go ahead.
gaming. Yeah, I mean, you know, you. Oh, I didn't tell you. Everyone had got like 2 minutes to speak. They,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
they
Oh,
mind
okay.
whatever. You know, yeah.
All
my
right.
bad.
Well, let me
bad,
answer
my
that
bad.
real quick. Let me get a rebuttal
Yep,
to that.
it's
since
a
I
great cost
answered
of
it.
entry. Great cost of entry. Real quick, let me finish it up. From what I looked up on the internet and shit, the Xbox Series S accounts for almost 80% of the sales for next gen consoles, and the Series S is at like, you know, the remaining
Yeah.
20.
So,
So
like
maybe
I
it's like
said,
70-30.
Let me answer that. The reason why I say it shouldn't exist because since this game is going to flop, people are not going to make games for Xbox. They're not. So that's why it shouldn't exist because it limits the games that they're going to get in the future. That's why I say it shouldn't exist. And what you're going to do with that is Sony's going to be king once again, just like the PS4 era. People are not going to make games for Xbox.
That's fine. Look at Nintendo though. Look at Nintendo how they've thrived.
Mm.
They don't
can't
gotta have
count
Call
them.
of Duty. They don't have to have
You
all
can't.
these things. They have games that like set themselves apart, which Xbox has. Halo, Gears of War.
All
like,
flops. All
But
flops.
they're still at the same time they still have their fan base.
Halo cost $500 million to make, and they did not get a return. Gears don't even get
That's
made
fine.
anymore.
That's
You know what I mean?
that's
They
an
can't
Xbox
survive
game.
off their exclusives like Nintendo
They need
can.
to keep.
And
they
like
need
I
to
said,
keep
the
games
reason why it
exclusive.
shouldn't
that was
exist.
going into my point. Oh, my bad. But I was
No.
saying that was going into my point earlier. Like in my head, is like, why don't we just keep with the exclusives? What happened to like games just being exclusive to PlayStation, Xbox? We need to go back to that. That's what I'm saying.
Sony
Don't blame
got
Xbox,
plenty of
blame the
exclusives.
game
Sony got plenty of
company.
exclusives. Well, like I said, my reason why I say it shouldn't exist is because they're gonna fuck themselves. Developers are simply just not gonna make their games for Xbox,
Man,
and we already
Christian
see it. You know what I'm saying?
Hood.
Final
Ray, you got
Fantasy's not
shots
coming to
thrown
it
at you.
at all.
Said again, yeah, I know, man. They're getting mad at me about this PlayStation talk, bro. But it is what it is. But no, I really do believe that the Series S should exist, though. I think it's a valuable part of gaming.
They not gonna get no games, dog. They not
But
gonna.
they
get
are
no
though. No,
games because of it.
Microsoft has the bankroll though. That's what everyone's like. Like Microsoft is literally buying out games off the presses before they even done and put them on Game
Google had the
Pass.
bankroll,
I
and we
mean,
saw how that just
Microsoft
went.
has the bankroll, bro. Right? They're putting all these games on Game Pass. They bought. They're buying Activision, right? They bought Bethesda. Like they got the bankroll.
That's
for it.
not all we
They
in.
got
Google
buck- they
has
got
the
money.
bankroll.
Microsoft has way more money than Sony. Like we can just put that out there. Like,
Google
that's
has
not
the
even a discussion.
bankroll, and we just saw how they just flopped.
Yeah, but that was with something else. But they didn't all the way though, because Microsoft bought a lot of their technology and they're using it for Game Pass for their streaming games, and they
And a
release
company will only
content.
bleed money for so long before they just step out.
Alright,
That's what
okay,
Google just did.
All right, fine. We're gonna move forward with this topic. Since we're talking about that, booyah! Sony is scheduled to buy CD Projekt Red, suspectedly, however you want to say it. I don't know what you guys think about that. I think that's some kind of breaking news because I don't know if you guys seen recently, CD Projekt Red released a statement in the roadmap detailing their next games coming out. They said they're releasing a new Witcher. They said 3 Witcher projects and I believe a new Cyberpunk project, right? So there's going to be a Witcher remaster. There's going to be a multiplayer Witcher and maybe a live service Witcher, and they're going to have a Cyberpunk 2. And they said they released all that information because they're preparing for a buyout for Sony. So I believe if Sony buys out CD Projekt Red, that's going to be major waves because that's going to have another exclusive intellectual property for Sony, and Sony is king of single player games. So I think that'd be major. I think that'd be awesome. And I think that's Sony trying to fight back with Microsoft buying Activision because Sony can't afford to buy Activision. They can buy a lot of the smaller developers that produce much more high quality games instead of a large developer who just produces quantity. So what do you guys think about Sony buying CD Projekt Red? Do you think they're going to buy it? What are your ideas on that?
Can I start this one?
Yeah, you can go ahead and start however you guys want to start.
I think this is a really good. This is really good for Sony, and it tells me that they're going in the right direction. That they're going towards making quality games again. Because I feel like we've had quality games, but I don't feel like they've been like on a consistent basis. We've had like on and off. And I think recently, like this past 2 years, we've started to see consistency within Sony. That they are really actually looking at the consumer and they're going like, yo, y'all want dope games that y'all can play and that's gonna be hype. We got y'all. Ghost of Tsushima. You know, Cyberpunk. Like they're with them buying that, man, that's deep.
Yeah, because Sony has God of War, it has Last of Us, Sony has the best single player games.
A lot of games, yeah. I won't try to go down. I won't try to go down the list because it's a
Spider-Man. Yeah, but I don't want to sound like a complete Sony fanboy because I used to be a Microsoft head too. Yeah.
So, this could be really, really deep for Sony, like telling like what they like for the future of it. So,
yo, Hood, if you finna play Modern Warfare 2, man, drop your gamer tag in the chat, bro. Drop your gamer tag in the chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's crossplay, and we can link up on there. And we can stream too, though. You feel me? We're gonna stream Modern Warfare 2. I'm probably gonna get it this weekend. I gotta make up my mind. All right,
from what I was just reading, the claims about this are pretty unsubstantiated, and they do not seem to be anything that's going to come to fruition anytime in the very near future, if at all it does come to fruition. From what I was just reading, it's very, 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 very preliminary talks, if any talks at all were being had.
Preliminary means that they have been talking about it, though. Yes or no?
No. I'm saying what's been reported is they don't even have anything that's actually been substantiated at all. They just have a bunch of random industry insiders that have reported that Sony's approached CD Projekt Red numerous times about acquisition, but there's nothing in regards to CD Projekt Red being open to any of these offers that Sony has made.
Yeah, so, isn't CD Projekt Red like Swedish or something like that?
I did not.
Yeah, I know they're like. I feel like they're Eastern European or something. I feel like they're over there in that part of the world. And also, Japan, they real secretive and Japanese. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably keeping it hush hush. I think they're gonna cop it. I think it's gonna be a major situation.
They're based in Warsaw, which I believe is Poland.
Polish. Yes, they're Polish. I was right. I said there's a Polish situation. I knew I wasn't capping.
Lil Yachty over there.
Yeah, in Paul. This boy here came back. All right, Baby Daddy Gaming, what you think, my boy?
Yo, truthfully, I don't care. You know what I mean? Because The Witcher released like shit and got better 2 years later. You know what I mean? Like, Cyberpunk released like shit, got better 2 years later. Like,
Which
truthfully, I
Witcher?
don't care. The Witcher, with the Wild Hunt, I believe it was called, the last one that came out on the PS4.
Witcher 3.
They're-
Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I want to say the better, not necessarily, these things take years. So the better thing that they did recently was they didn't necessarily buy Atlas, but they bought a good chunk of this. They bought majority of their shares. You know what I mean? So
Yep. So
almost
like,
majority.
so like what they
So-
doing with what's the company that what's the company that makes Elden Ring?
Oh yeah, same thing.
Because Sony invested in them as well, but they didn't buy it.
Exactly.
They just invested in them
Exactly,
and
they
gave them
invested
control.
in them as well. Exactly, that way they have some type of control. Because at the end of the day, it come down to them investors. You know what I mean? And which goes back to our last point. They're gonna make these games to where it can't start at that type of base. And Atlas is a big one. I don't know why I can't. What is that? Is that
Sony
FromSoft?
also bought Bungie. Yes, FromSoft.
Is that FromSoft?
FromSoft
Yeah,
is who makes
Sony.
Elden Ring.
But what?
Sony also has Bungie.
Yeah, they got Bungie out full, but Atlas
Mhm.
and FromSoft, they got shares in. And we just see what FromSoft did. And Atlas, if you didn't know, that's Persona 5, which is one of the highest
I'm
rated
here.
games on Metacritic.
Mhm.
My JRPG game of the year over Final Fantasy 7, which is wild as hell that Final Fantasy 7 won it. And that game was the highest rated game period that year. And for all the people, if you don't know what Persona 5 is, it's coming out on October 31st, I believe, on all systems. And it's never come to an Xbox before, so they're getting it on Game Pass, which I love. I love that Xbox people are getting it. Play Persona 5, just to give you a little briefing. It's like what Pokemon would have been if it grew the fuck up, and you can have
That's a good
sex with your
explanation.
teachers. You gotta have sex with your teachers. You know,
All right, we're gonna move it on. So you talk about it. The Witcher 1, they're remastering that. What do you guys think about that? Have you guys ever played The Witcher 1, the first Witcher? Have you
It only
played
came
that?
to PC, right?
I played a little bit of it, man.
That only
Yeah,
came to
My
PC,
buddies-
right?
One of my buddies had it back at his crib. I do remember playing it on his PC.
Yeah, the only one we got was 3 on consoles. We didn't get the first
Yep.
2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
what do y'all think about that? Because I've never played Witcher 1 either, and I think a
I think it's
remaster
gonna be
in this
dope.
case. Yeah, me too. I think a remaster in this case, though, real talk, actually is worthy because a lot of times remasters are just trash, right? A lot of times they're just remastering shit just to do it. Like, suppose you got the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster coming out when the game just came out. It's nonsense. But this is a remaster that makes sense because no one's played The Witcher 1. Everyone knows The Witcher 3. Like, that's what everyone knows. You feel me? So I feel like this remaster matters a lot. I feel like it's important. And I'm willing to get it. I'm excited for it. Oh, my boy Proto has joined us.
Hey,
Proto
Proto
has
man.
Hey,
What's up,
Proto
baby?
man.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. All right, Proto, since
I
you
think
just
it's a
jumped
really
in,
good thing that The Witcher's
Go ahead.
jumping in, though, for sure. Honestly, because people who haven't played it, which
I
is
gotta
going to be a
figure out how to
large
put
percent
this
of people,
on my.
get to obviously have that chance. And I think, Witcher made its stamp when it came out because it won Game of the Year like maybe twice, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what
The
I'm
Witcher,
saying?
Witcher 3 is phenomenal, bro. I don't know
It's a
what
great
baby
game.
daddy gaming over here talking about. Witcher 3,
Right.
It came out
absolutely
like
phenomenal.
shit, yo.
Man, bro, it had
came
a
out like
few
shit.
bugs, bro. But so did
It still got Game
Fallout.
of the Year, bro.
Yeah, so did every Fallout. Every Fallout came out
And
like
that,
shit.
you know
too.
that's the problem, that we make excuses that games come out unfinished and we're okay with it.
Yeah, but look, that's a problem now. You're 100% right. But The Witcher did not come out like completely, like it was not broken. Like, all right,
If you play it today, it still don't run right. It still don't run right on PS4. Even if you play it today, it's playable. It still doesn't run right.
Oh man, I'm gonna
Well,
have to turn on The
anyway.
Witcher 3 just to fucking just and I'm gonna have to stream it just to show you're
On
full of
top of
shit.
that, making this
You gonna have
on
a-
Netflix as well,
You're
too.
full of shit.
You're gonna have the inconsistent 30 frames on some
You're full of
900p.
shit. I got a PS5.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a
Inconsistent
PS5.
30
We
frames on
gonna
900.
see. We gonna see.
And
We gonna put
look,
money up on
and
this
you
one.
can't unlock the frame rate. It's just stuck like that. So if you
Yeah,
play it
but
on
we can put money
PS5,
up on this. We can put money up on this, bro. I'm gonna put
it runs at
PS5.
900p with an inconsistent 30. It just does.
We gonna see. I'm gonna set up my DSLR and double check.
Mhm.
All right, is anybody else mic on? Let's see. Proto, are you alive? Can't unmute because they chose to mute themselves. Ninja Beast, are you alive? Nope. Okay,
he's
cool. He
not.
removed
He
himself.
just disappeared.
Yeah,
I'm
because
here.
Debbie over there smacking him in his neck. Hey,
Y'all hear me?
yeah, we over
Making
here.
them water the internet.
Yeah. All right, Proto man. So, what do you think about the Witcher 1 remaster? Are you excited about it? Have you played the Witcher 1 before? What do you think about it, etc., etc., etc.?
The Witcher 1, no, I haven't played number 1. I played one of them. Good game. Nothing that I'm like excited to get. I like the Witcher story, but I'm not like a hardcore Witcher fan. So, am I picking it up?
That's crazy.
That was
I
pretty
thought you
brutal.
would for sure, right? I thought Proto
Yeah.
for sure.
I thought
The
Proto was about to hop
Master
on like a
Blaster
horse.
himself does
You know what I'm
not
saying?
talking about. He said he not getting the Witcher 1. Damn, that's crazy. That's
Yo.
deep. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of shocking. Red, are you thinking about? I know he probably talking about if it's not FIFA or titties. He's not interested. Yeah.
You already know it's not up my alley. I'm not a quester. I don't do be. I don't be doing quests or stories.
That is hell. Oh, Silent Hill 2 is getting a remaster. That's a fact.
Yo, hell yeah, bro.
That
I'm
is a
so
major
happy for that.
fact. That is a
so happy
major
for that.
fact. I'm very geeked for that Silent Hill 2
I'm
remaster.
so happy for that
I'm
for the
not
simple
gonna
fact that I
cap to
remember
you,
as
G.
a kid, bro, with my best friend playing that shit late night.
Gee, Silent Hill 2 is gonna be, you know what, in real talk though, I'm excited for Silent Hill to finally come to next gen like this, because I feel like it's gonna be like the true introduction to like horror, like for this generation. You know what I'm saying? Like it's finally
And
gonna be like, all
they're
right.
slapping us with 2 of them. They're giving
That's
us
what I'm
the
saying.
2 remake, and
No,
they're giving us
giving
F.
Yeah, it's 3 of them. I thought it was 3 Silent Hills coming out, if I'm not mistaken.
What's the third one?
I don't know. I can't remember. I was Silent Hill F for sure, and then Silent Hill 2.
F and the 2 Hill remake.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Katrina G, you can hop on here. I can send the link to the chat. You feel me? If you want to hop on,
Get in here, yo. Get in here.
G. I mean, you got a lot to say, G.
She is.
Takers,
What's
You got a lot to say, G. You know, and you the homie, man. So you know, you welcome. This is a safe space for women. We all feminist.
All feminist.
We all feminist.
My girlfriend's white.
What does that got to do with you being a feminist?
And I'm a real ass nigga, you know what I mean? It's wild
What
shit.
does your white girlfriend got to do with you being?
Yo,
Hey,
he
my
just did the
girlfriend's
opposite
white.
on us. He just did the opposite on us. It's like the white man's like, I'm not racist. My best friend's best friend is black.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm a feminist. My girlfriend's white. What?
Like,
No, white.
okay.
Makes just as much money as me, you know what I mean? Like,
What? No one even talked about salaries. No.
you know what I'm saying? It's feminist, you know what I'm saying? I let her
Oh
work.
yeah.
Well, I
Okay,
don't
you're
necessarily
right.
let
You're
her
right.
work,
You're
but
right.
yeah.
Exactly. You can't let her do nothing. 'cause
I
you're
can't
a
let her do
feminist.
nothing.
Yeah. She does whatever she likes.
Whatever she
You're a
likes.
feminist. Yeah.
She's at work right now. She's on my mouse
Yep.
pad. You know what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh. Oh shit! So this nigga Ninja Beast is finally back in this bitch. Okay.
He
Yeah,
about to dip
I
in like 2
switched
seconds.
locations, yo. Then I couldn't hear y'all. So
Oh, yeah.
Witcher
Back
1
in
didn't
here,
age
bro.
well either. So they don't need
Say
a
that one more time?
remaster. They need a remake. You know what I mean?
Wait, what didn't age well?
Witcher 1 would not age well.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, come
and
on
then
now.
that's why I
That
said,
game
like,
was
I think
made
remaster
so
is the
long
wrong
ago.
word. They need a
Yeah. I mean, we
They need
know
a
what it
remake.
is though, because they can't
Yeah.
remaster that. It has to be a whole new situation.
That
You
should
know,
be
it's
terrible.
going to be the same story. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Not
Put
gonna
on
be
a
just
new
like-
engine. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, I think we might move the topics up here after this one right here to like some sports. If y'all are down for that. Yo, so the Xbox raises prices. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but
Mhm.
I think his name's something Spencer, Sean Spencer, whoever the dude's in charge of Microsoft over there. He was talking, he did like a little press conference, interview and shit like that. And my boy said that, because Game Pass has become profitable, et cetera, that
It's
they
not.
might be raising the prices. No, they said it has. Microsoft says Game Pass is profitable now.
They ain't
et
releasing
cetera.
any numbers though, right?
Yeah, they didn't release numbers, but whatever. They also said that they might be upping the prices on some of the consoles and stuff soon. So that's interesting because Sony got a lot of flack because they upped the console price in Europe and stuff like that, right? So yeah, what do y'all think about Xbox raising prices?
Let me get this one first. Let me try to be quick on this one, yo. Like, for one,
Let's switch
For
over to
one-
sports after this right here. I think.
yo, for one, Microsoft, they some hoe ass niggas, because how the fuck you gonna get down on Sony for raising the prices and then you do that shit 30 days later? You know what I'm saying? That's for one.
Mhm.
For two, you can't believe they sales figures or anything when it comes to money, because they don't release any numbers. You know what I mean? Not only that, I find it really hard to believe that Xbox Game Pass is profitable for two reasons you just said. You know what I'm saying? Why would you
Yeah,
raise your
because they're-
prices if your subscription service is profitable? Number two, because that's
They
the whole
listed-
point
They
of Xbox
listed
Series S.
inflation. They listed inflation as a
That's
reason.
the whole point of Xbox Series S. Low cost of entry subscription service. Not only that, it's really hard to believe that service is profitable when a game that just cost $500 million just flopped. Halo. It did not make a profit, and that's on the service.
Well, it flopped due to development issues. Didn't flop due to Halo, right?
And what are those development issues?
Halo was number one when it dropped.
Yeah, what are those? And then it fell off the map, right? Everything can be number one for a day.
Yeah,
it's called a new
fucking,
release.
I mean, Kanye was just a billionaire, and now it's Diddy.
But all right,
Those
but
numbers is
whatever.
projected.
But you're right though. Damn, threw me off topic. Everything number one for a day. What's number one for a day? What was that game? Saints Row that just dropped, right? You're right, because Saints Row was just number one when it dropped, right? When Saints Row dropped, it was number one for a week. But then now, like, you know, the next week it was like number 10. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. You're right. You got a good point.
Yo, I know this is off topic, but like a lot of these games we talking about, like Halo, all these shooter games, it's because they're not battle royales. That's why they not doing as well.
They're not live service games. You're right. You're right.
Nah, it's not just the battle royale. They're not good.
They're not
like,
live service.
They're
games.
not good, bro. No, they're not good, bro. Like
but Halo tried to be a live service game. Halo tried to be a live service game.
Yeah, I'm saying it wasn't good. It wasn't finished
good.
though. It wasn't good. Like good games, people are going to play good games. Like that's just period, bro. Like if something's heat, you playing it. Like it don't matter. The graphics could be terrible. It could be if this is that fire, you playing it.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, the heat. It wasn't a good game, bro. And that's just like that's why that didn't do good. It wasn't a good game. It didn't have all the features that the players requested. You feel me? What listened to the fans? Was not listening to the fans. Proto, what's your opinion on Xbox raising prices? You over here looking like a no. Let me.
He looked like a soldier right now, like he guarding something.
Yeah, Proto, what's your opinion on Xbox raising their prices?
You know, everybody copies everybody, right? It's no different than, you know, I'm a Samsung guy, and Apple took the chargers out of the Apple boxes, right? They made a $7 billion profit. They got sued a few times here and there, but Samsung was talking shit. Next thing you know, the following year, they was like, well, let's take our chargers out too. So, you know, the industries, they always copying each other, no matter what, right? Because they can. Because at the end of the day, it's supply and demand. You gonna buy it regardless of what the price is. I mean, look at the Oculus. It just went up in price by like $100, $200.
And it still sold out. You still can't buy
them. Sold out. And they coming out with a $1,500 one. Like
yeah.
So I mean, Microsoft raising their prices, I'm not surprised. But why would they need to raise their prices if they're making the profits that they say they are making? You know, there would be no need for them to do it. You know,
they ass, man.
What the reason why they got to raise the prices is because they said that Game Pass is making a lot of money, and that may be true. But the reason why Sony doesn't put their day one games on their pass first is because they give the developers time to actually make the real money they could make. Once they get past their first year and they go gold or you know how they used to be the greatest hits or whatever, that means the game has already made the amount of money that it's supposed to make in a year. Boom. Now they can go onto these free services and get more faces on it that didn't maybe play it, or people to come back to it and make it more relevant again, get people talking, which then gives them more money to put into the next title or sequel. But, you know, if Microsoft is buying up all these companies and paying everybody one lump sum, that means that these companies that might have a hit on their hand could have made more money, but they're getting a contracted amount of money regardless of how good the game does. So it's a safety net saying, hey, you'll never go out of business, but you'll never be able to see your true potential.
Man,
But we
tell the ass,
want your
man.
game.
Put them names up.
Shit.
Who was that, man? He right in the motherfucking, man. Who was that, man? Yo,
Put
like,
the names up, man.
hey, man, motherfucking, yo, he over there speaking that gospel. You know what I'm saying? Blast Master, that's some freak shit. You know what I'm saying? You speaking that gospel, dog. I agree with you. Speaking that gospel, man. Write that shit on a slab of stone and show it to everybody. You know what I mean?
Chief, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Proto, you just hit the ass over the head. You hit me over the head. It's even hard to rebuttal that or even make up a contradictory statement. But
I think Proto just covered all the bases with that shit.
Literally.
Everything, dog. You rebuttal that, I'm gonna pull up on you.
Right, like that's crazy.
You rebuttal that.
I'm thinking in my head like everything.
I'm not saying that Game Pass is a terrible thing, right? It's a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You cutting yourself, and at the same time, you know, you're looking good. You look good to Microsoft, but on the other hand, you know, you're hurting the developers.
Because Game Pass, though, you know, Microsoft is paying developers. It might be helping, though, because Microsoft are paying developers. And a lot of these new studios don't even have opportunity, can't even get off the ground. Microsoft will pay a developer before they even have a full project even ready. They'll just have an idea and a few freaking renders in Blender. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have some stuff made in Maya. They have some 3D renders up, you know, made in Adobe Dimensions, presented to Microsoft. Microsoft would just write a blank check, you know.
Yeah,
hopefully, but we haven't. Yeah, I agree, but we have yet to see any of the products of that come to fruition, right? We haven't seen any of those titles, any of that money produce any noteworthy games, though, and that's my only gripe, right? It's like, all right, they're throwing out mad money, but I have not seen the game yet that's like, yo, Microsoft got them one here.
Do you feel like this whole High Off Life? Did you guys see that game for Xbox? It's supposed to be having like the people,
the game with the guns that's like aliens.
Yeah. The people who got like Rick and Morty in there and stuff like that. They got the voices in there.
Yeah, Ninja, you're muted, by the way, bro. If you
so like, isn't that going to be an Xbox exclusive?
Yes. I'm looking forward to that game.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like
that looks like some heat.
Pretty fun, bro.
Yeah, like in my opinion, if that's like on some Borderlands type stuff, that could be very good.
I love Borderlands.
Is it exclusive or is it a timed exclusive?
I believe that's an exclusive title.
I think it's
because here's the thing, right? You know,
but, they don't tell you
Genesis was an exclusive, but it was just timed.
Yeah. A lot of Sony stuff that they're doing is going to be timed exclusive. Like I believe Silent Hill. Silent Hill is going to be a timed exclusive, I believe.
Yeah, but games like that don't sell on Microsoft consoles.
They don't.
JRPGs, etc., do not sell on Microsoft.
That's why, like, I'm glad like they getting Persona 5, which I think is a true gem. Persona 5 Royal. They getting it on Game Pass because they wouldn't buy that, and that's legit a game of the year type.
Yeah,
of game, you know?
But the numbers are doing amazing right now, though. The numbers are going to hit for that. For Persona 5, everyone's been waiting for it for so long.
But that's the thing; they've already made their money.
Yeah, exactly. They've already made their money 3 times over. You know what I'm saying? This is the 3rd release of it. You know what I mean? Technically.
If anything, you could say they did it correct. They made their money first and then said, okay, Microsoft, you can get it. Because it's a proven game, so Microsoft can't say no to it. And at the same time, they can still request the money for it because it's their game.
Yep, you are absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all said, Microsoft got the money. That's their plan. They're going to roll this bitch out. They're going to bleed money for a long time. But when that day comes where they got that hit, boom.
They got so much bread though.
That's why they're trying to get. That's why they're trying to get Activision Blizzard. They trying to get that because once you get Call of Duty,
because that's gonna make so much money, man.
Yeah, that's gonna once you get Call of Duty on that service, then that's gonna disrupt the market. Because the best selling console the last 2 months was the PS5, and you could barely get them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Facts. And now they're now fulfilling all the orders and stuff like that. So they're going to be on store shelves.
And they won't Game Pass on everything to the point that Apple completely blocked it. You know what I'm saying? And they blocked the app, but now you can do it through a web browser. And that's why the PlayStation 5 does not have a web browser. You know what I mean? To block that. They got a plan.
All right, man. So, Elon Musk finally got the Twitter going, bro.
My boy really took over Twitter.
Yes. Y'all give me
He
y'all
fired
opinions.
everybody and had them escorted. I think he's really just showing us what he could really do.
Yo, so I'm gonna go a little deeper with that, man. I don't people with high intellects don't like I like Elon Musk, but me having a high intellect, I do not like the fact that he bought it. You know what I'm saying? Because you talking about Twitter is probably the largest social media platform. Most people get the news and information from there. And the problem with owning it outright by yourself, especially the means in which he did it in a genius way. He backed out on the deal knowing that that's illegal, and then he could go to court and prove that it's not worth what it's worth and get it for a cheaper price. You know what I mean? That's an ingenious move. You know what I mean? Then as soon as you get it, you fire all the execs. So that's a deeper issue because now you have nobody telling you yes, you have nobody telling you no. And when you're a genius, like I said, I can only understand so much because I have a higher intellect. But that is bad when you have nobody telling you yes or no, and you have the largest social media platform where people receive most of their information.
Wait.
Because
Who got a higher intellect? You say you got a higher intellect?
Yes, of course. I'm breaking it down to you. Breaking it down to these normies. You know what I mean?
Y'all hearing this, man? This
But-
man going crazy.
The reason
I'm
why
letting him
Man,
rock
come
for
on
now.
here and literally just try to like.
I'm breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? This ain't about me. This is about how we don't like
This
that.
ain't
even though we
about
like
me.
him.
This ain't about
You know
you,
what I'm
but you're
saying?
making it
Ain't about
about
me.
you. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? But it's I'm explaining it in that light because it's even though we like him, we don't like this. Because when you control something so large where people get their information and you have nobody telling you yes or no, which is proven because you fire all the execs right away.
Yeah, but also you gotta get rid of rats. You gotta
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like if you move
But-
into a house,
Yes, but everybody, my dude, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, the bigger issue, what I'm getting to is if you control that much information, you have nobody checking you, he's technically God now. Because you control public perspective. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Trump didn't even own a media platform, but he had a lot of shares in Fox, and he developed a cult. Times that by 100 with Twitter.
man, we need Trump back right now,
He can
bro.
become a god.
Let me state this right now, man.
He
The
did more harm than good.
Pan-Africans.
Trump did more harm than good, yo. Niggas
What
gotta stop
harm
like
did Trump do?
Because come on, fam. Peep this. For one, niggas only like him because he gave out handouts.
Oh,
So they
he
gotta
gave
stop
out
that shit.
bread. He gave
Right.
out money.
Because
All
they
right,
just
what's
call it what
better
it
than
is.
money?
Niggas love handouts.
Niggas
The
love
second-
handouts. What's wrong with
Yeah.
handouts? What's wrong with free money? What is
Yo.
wrong with free money? I'm about to get turned up in here, bro.
Yo, the
Can
problem
someone
with
explain to me what's wrong with
somebody
this money
should not
here?
change your integrity with money, especially a handout money.
What
You know what I'm saying?
integrity? We're talking about money from the government they have that they're spending on nonsense when the people are suffering
Dog,
that the
you
people
making
need.
You're making it way more complicated than what it is. I'm simply saying niggas
No,
only
I'm
like
not.
him because he gave y'all handouts. That's
All
it.
right,
How
but that's
complicated?
better than nothing.
But-
That's better than
no,
nothing. That's better than nothing.
No.
That's better than nothing. That's a lot better than nothing.
And that caused and I knew he was gonna do some dumb shit like that. That's
It's
why
a
I
lot
said
better than
his,
nothing.
his second year of his term, I had to buy a house because they usually do shit like that.
You
and then
had
it
to buy a
causes some
house.
wild
You had
ass
to buy a
Trying to
inflation
buy a house anyway. You should have been trying to
No,
buy a house anyway.
because they do some
What are we
dumb shit
talking
like
about,
that.
bro?
Let me
Bro, so you
speak.
tell.
Let
All
me
right, go
speak.
ahead,
Let
go
me
ahead,
speak.
go ahead.
They
Right.
do some. You cannot run a country like a business. You know what I'm saying?
Why can't you?
A country is a social experiment, if anything. Ask anybody that tries to retire, Democrat or Republican, your ass turns socialist because now you have to pay all of your fucking insurance and now you're asking for help. Socialist. Public aid, socialist program. Section 8, socialist program. You do not run a
Section
country
8
like
is a
business.
democratic program.
It's a no, a socialist program. A socialist program.
All right, a socialist
is when
program founded by a democratic movement.
No. You gotta listen to
Did
understand.
the Republicans or did the
You gotta
Democrats?
listen to understand, not listen to have a rebuttal. The reason why it's a socialist
I'm
program.
listening
because
to have a rebuttal
we
though.
all put
that's
our
what we
tax
here for.
money into it.
We're literally
We all
here
put
for
our-
that though.
We all put our tax money into it, and it pays out to the lowest common denominator. Socialist program, regardless of a Republican or Democrat did it. You know what I mean? That's why you don't run a country like a business. And you don't hand out money when morale is low, because now you cause inflation. Not only that,
So you don't hand out money when no one's making money?
What?
Yes.
So
No.
Wait,
And then look,
time out.
Look, Rick, I agree with you.
People
You do
can't
hand out
work.
money.
So people can't work and they can't go to the job because there's a mystery virus in the air, right? So because the mystery virus and can't no one work, the government should just let you starve in the house
let you starve and die.
Let me tell you how he did it wrong. Let me tell you how he did it wrong.
Like we're part of the CCP, the China Communist Party.
Let me tell you how he did it wrong and why you're going to pay for it.
But now, wait, time out. So you don't pay these people to get health care or anything. So now I go to the hospital because I have to go to the hospital. There's nowhere else I can go. I can't go to the local voodoo man down the street. Like, I got to go to the hospital. Now we have an overflooding of the hospital. It just is more problems.
Let me tell you how he did it wrong and how you're going to pay for it.
And see what he does with it.
When he gave out those checks, it was one, like, I would have did the same thing. Don't get me wrong. I would have gave out the money because we got to keep spending. What he did wrong was he counted those checks as income. And when you handed out money as income, it increases somebody's income that didn't make it. So what that did was
using it for. That's what we're.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
On our bills, groceries.
Let me finish.
Medicine, whatever the hell.
Nah. Niggas, nah.
No, you're not supposed to spend it on a fucking new chain.
Niggas did one. Yo,
you're not. That's not what you were supposed to spend that money.
Nah. Niggas make one mistake.
Who you pulling that, Denz?
Hey, let me finish the point. Let me finish the point.
Or baby daddy.
When you count that as income, when you count a free check as income that you did not earn or spend the time to get, people use those to go get loans, car loans specifically. So now you're getting a car loan on income that you don't really make. And that's why this year we have way more repos in the last 2 years combined. And that's where your inflation comes from. It's the same thing as the 2008.
Inflation does not come from repossessed cars.
It do. No. Listen. The reason why it does come from it is because now those banks, you defaulted on a loan, and now those banks need to get their money back. So now they raise interest on everything else outside of car loans, which causes the inflation.
That's not what's.
That's why I say he fucked up. He caused way more harm than good. And
so just because I let you.
So how about hold on? All right, Ninja. I know you been trying to get this point off, bro.
Yeah, because it's like
get it off.
You're telling me that, like,
rap, bro.
If it's income,
he about to snap on me. You saw Ninja about to snap
for a car loan. Like you weren't supposed to use it for a car loan,
but they did.
Why are you using your?
But they did.
Creepy Uncle Joe said, "Hey, here's $1,500 so you can pay your bills and get something."
You know they did.
And what did you do? You took that $1,500 from Creepy Uncle Joe and went and bought a car loan. That's on you.
No, but that hurts all of us because now no matter what loan you get, the bank has to make their money back on that. You see what I'm saying?
The bank's been bailed. We just had to bail the banks out. Do you realize that?
And who all does that hurt? You know they got to get their money back, right?
These niggas
y'all hear me? You know they got to get their money back, right?
They already got their money back from us bailing them out.
They got it. Look it up, dog. We have more repos here in the last 2 years combined. They got to get their money back. Don't be.
I'm gonna add in a small point to that. He kind of makes sense. It's no different than having money in a savings account, right? A lot of people don't know because they don't ask, how their savings account works, but you can put as much money in your savings account as you want, right? Up to $250,000 before they don't insure it. However, did you know that if you pull out your money more than twice out of the savings account, they take interest off of your money that's in there? Because you got to remember, anything that's in your savings account, the bank uses as capital. Hence the reason why they also give you interest. They give you your savings account goes up over time because if you let your money sit, because they use your money to supply to everyone else. Naturally, your money's there, but if you pull it out more than twice, and every bank might be a little bit different, but most banks is if you pull out money out your savings twice in a day, they charge you for that. It can be, it's a small charge. It might be $2, $3, $4, $5, but that adds up over time. To his point, he's basically saying the money that the banks are loaning out, they got to make that money back if a ton of money isn't, being replenished in the bank. But, to the point of the whole, the government giving us money. I mean, my whole conspiracy theory on that is we made a man-made virus to fuck some shit up. They let that shit leak out accidentally, and then they started paying niggas to shut the fuck up and not worry about it.
China did. So
my thing is like, pay everybody. Don't count it as income.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was. It doesn't matter if it was China or Taiwan. Everybody had a ploy in it.
Facts. But since we're going down a deep rabbit hole, right? So since we're saying that the money from the PPP loans caused inflation, right?
I like that.
I think like I'm redlining or something close to the mic. All right, so what I was saying was that since we're talking about all the money and stuff for the PPP loans, et cetera, what about all the money we sent to Ukraine? Right? Do we have to pay that back?
Yo, truthfully,
right? Because we sent more money to Ukraine than we gave to the people of America during COVID.
I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't speak on military budgets because they're unlimited. That's a whole nother.
All right, so now military budgets are unlimited.
Military
budgets,
but that's
the people.
They work on a whole different system.
It's getting out of
They
hand
work
now,
on a completely
man.
different system.
So
It's not hand. So now we can give all this money to Ukrainian people. But now we're causing inflation, not the
No. You gotta take your feelings out of it. The military budget has always been budget has always been separate, and it has always been unlimited. You know what I mean? So you gotta take
that's beside the point, though. Like I don't
no,
have
that
to take
is
it out
the
of
point.
it, though.
That is the point. It's separate. Bro. It's unlimited. That is.
But if we can get all that, no, it's not though, because there should be a change there, right? I don't know how we got to this topic,
but I'm telling you how
we got to this topic, right? But regardless of the fact of the matter, right, we sent way more money than we gave to the American public to Ukraine to fight this war against Russia, right? But we're over here talking about that inflation was caused by the bailout. That's nonsense to me. Because in my opinion, hold on. In my opinion, I feel like that's just all cap. They're just saying that because they know inflation is caused by the war in Ukraine, not because of PPP loans.
The inflation was already in place before that even happened.
All right, okay, bro. All right. I'm not saying it wasn't, but it was already trending that way.
Just know this: the military budget
so the cost of
it is unlimited.
So our costs are not increasing at all. Look, so in Europe right now, they're on a gas ban. You know that, right?
That's the only price that will increase is gas and whatever imports.
In Europe, natural gas, for them to use their ovens and stuff, they can only use it for a certain amount of time during the day. They can only use it for a certain amount of time, right? Point blank, period. They can only use it for a certain amount of time, right? Cool, right? And that is a major financial strain on the European economy, for sure. Our biggest ally is who?
The UK, United Nations.
The UK. And they are being strained severely by what's going on with Russia. So are you telling me we have no financial effects from that, the United States?
I say the financial effects from that is limited, like gas. What Trump did made the price of wood go up.
What do you know?
You know what I'm saying? What Trump did made the price of concrete go up.
What do you know about shipping from China? What do you know about the price of shipping from China right now? What do you know about how long it takes for stuff to come from China right now?
You floating in different directions. We
paying.
Russia does not. We get natural gas from them. That's what we get. We also
get packages and a lot of materials and products from China,
right? From China. That's that's completely different.
Their biggest ally is Russia. The biggest ally is Russia.
That's a completely different setup, dog.
No,
and not
China's
only that,
biggest ally is Russia. Why does it take
so
long for us to get stuff from China?
All of that is irrelevant because this existed pre-war. Inflation.
Because we out here supporting Ukraine.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That inflation existed pre-war, dog. It was mad memes talking about he got like a whole bunch of lumber in his back of his F-150. He balling. That pre-existed the war, dog. You know
y'all seen what Jonathan just commented right now?
Someone read it
That's
out.
also
Read it
one
out,
of the
Dennis. Read it out,
reasons.
Dennis.
He said in these viruses are actually a social experiment to see how many jobs they can send overseas. If they can pay you to work from home, they can send your job overseas for like a
I can
tenth of
agree
what
with
they pay
that. I
you.
can agree with that.
That's another one of the
that's
reasons why all the housing and all the feel good markets in the country and all the nice places to live have jumped substantially, because all these people who had to go live in these big expensive cities
Mhm.
before the pandemic, when they got told they could stay at home and work from home using their computer, they all moved to the beach, somewhere nice where they could play golf, or somewhere where they could save a bunch of money and still have the same quality of life. That's why all these housing markets increased and everything like that, because all these people moved out of these big cities. Nobody wants
And
to go
that-
live in a shack in New York for $2,000 when they can go buy a house in Florida or Arizona and live for that same cost of living.
Yeah,
and
you're
all
right.
that
But everyone's
predates the
moving.
war.
More
All that predates the war too.
Everyone's
All
I
moving
mean,
out of
I'm
Chicago.
I moved myself. You know what I'm saying? I moved out
Yep.
of Connecticut, out of the tri-state area, down south to Texas. You know what I'm saying? And this is probably the most I've ever seen so many jobs out here just accepting shit. Like back home is scarce. You know?
So let me comment this on jobs. So 2 things with the jobs. One, we didn't have another baby boom, and all of them are retiring from the baby boom era. So that's why there's so many jobs. 2, they thought automation would take over and fill that gap, and it has not. So that's
I was
why
just
there are
telling
a
my
lot
girl
of
this
jobs.
shit. Hold on.
That's the job thing. That's a different
I was
topic.
just talking to
But we didn't
my
have a baby
fiance about
boom.
this, bro. Hold on, bro.
Automation did not take over.
Hold on, bro.
You
Let me
know?
hop in real quick. I was telling my girl this the other day. I was like, yo, all those self-checkout aisles, right? In the grocery stores and shit, those don't work as good as a person.
Yeah, but they're necessary.
Have you? I know they are necessary. Like they serve their purpose, but they did not replace the cashier.
No,
It still didn't. It still,
No.
you see what I'm saying, right? It still has not replaced the cashier. No matter what you
No,
want
it
to say,
hasn't.
it
it's
hasn't.
not, because we don't have enough
It's-
cashiers. That's why I didn't replace it.
It did not replace the cashier,
It did
because
not.
no matter what you're talking about, that still is not as efficient
Yeah.
as a cashier.
And
It-
we
You
it
don't
still
have
got
will
that
enough people
person
to
that
be
got to come
cashiers.
by and put that
You,
little card
you
on there. to
still
make
got a
beats on
person,
and
bro.
shit
You
like
still
that.
got a person.
Yeah.
Because regardless, and then still, like, you're in a grocery store and like you notice, like, next time you go to the grocery store, like, look at this and peep it, like, pay attention, right? If you're in a real busy grocery store, look at the self-checkout aisle and then look at the aisle with the cashier, the human person there. That
Mhm.
aisle's moving faster. Every
Mhm,
time that
mhm.
aisle's moving faster.
Yeah.
And if you have hella items, if you have a cart full of stuff, going through self-checkout is a hassle.
Yeah, but that goes to my point. Automation did not do what we thought it would do, and we did not have another baby boom. We don't have people having 5 to 9 kids. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody from the baby boom is retiring. So now we have too many jobs, so not enough cashiers, like you were saying, and then automation is not efficient or readily available like we thought it would be.
But also
the
the
other
price
thing,
of
too,
living
yeah.
is fucked up.
The automation across all these stores isn't uniform either. They all have different systems. Some of
Mhm.
them have different ways of scanning things. Some of them will let you scan it as you go around the store, and then you just pay for it when you get up to the register.
Yeah, like
All you
Walmart
gotta do
doesn't
is,
do Apple Pay.
No.
yeah, Walmart
But that's for
doesn't do
another
Apple
reason.
Pay
That's
'cause they
for a
have their
completely
own.
different reason.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
that's
That's
fair.
corporate reasons. Yep.
Yeah, that's a completely
Yeah,
different. So I'll tell you the Apple Pay thing. So like I have an American Express card. So like I'll show you like this right here. It has like no limit technically. It's really a soft cap. So if I spend too much, They'll stop.
Hey, yo, somebody gonna
bro.
take them numbers, bro.
No,
ain't
he
no
didn't
numbers,
show
ain't
the
no numbers on the
Ain't
front of
nothing on the
American
front.
Express. Ain't no numbers on the front of American
Bro, he
Express.
just
on the
showing.
back.
He
No,
just
I'm
tricking
not.
you right now.
But,
bro, yo,
so,
this
like-
nigga here, bro. This nigga's
So
a
no
reality
bullshit,
show.
yo, no bullshit. So I went to Church's Chicken, right? You know what I'm saying? Spot in the hood, if you don't know. And they don't take American Express. So I had to look it up. And it's the same reason that Walmart doesn't take Apple Pay. Is because these companies like American Express, they don't make the money off of me with interest rates. They make the
They
money
make it
off
off
the
of them.
company
Yeah.
using their pay. So with
Mhm.
American Express, since it's such a prestigious way to pay, and they have a type of customer that spends more money,
Mhm.
Walmart will take American Express, but Church's Chicken won't, because what's the odds of American Express person going to fucking
Pulling up
Church's
to a Church's Chicken on
exactly.
a day-to-day.
So they're not
Yeah.
willing to accept the fee. But with
Mhm.
Walmart,
Say
they'll
that.
accept the fee of American Express because they know we spending money. But with
Mhm.
Apple Pay, anybody can get an Apple Pay card, because if you know the process of getting approved, you don't get a hard inquiry unless you're approved. So everybody goes for it. And not only that Walmart doesn't want to pay that fee simply because they're not prestigious buyers. That can be everybody.
Because it
It
doesn't benefit American Express.
It wouldn't benefit,
Yeah,
exactly. It wouldn't benefit American Express. That's deep. Now look, I'm gonna throw a random question in here right now, and then we're gonna move on to sports. Okay, we're gonna throw in some random stuff right here. All right. So this is something I've been thinking about. We talked about it a few times in the party chat, etc. But here we go. I'm put on chat real quick. Boom.
Hell yeah.
So when is the correct time to bring up anime? See,
Anytime.
When
is the correct time? When is everyone's going to get their moment, okay? Everyone's going to get their moment to break this down. Proto, do you have any comments on this statement? I know you live in the backwoods, so you probably don't have Asians over there. And
Yeah.
we
You
do
don't got
have
no
Asians,
backwoods
but
Asians, bro.
I think it's. I would question why would I need to bring it up?
see, then this is why I wanted
You say
to
a nigga
post
bring
this.
it up with him.
No,
Like I'm just trying to figure it out. Did you?
No,
do you
I mean
think
my point being, I mean, I work with plenty of Asian people, and you know, I'm not thinking about
name them.
I'm not thinking about
what's their name?
what
Stop
The Asian
playing, dog.
people.
You know,
Not
motherfuckers
names.
can't pronounce that shit. No motherfuckers can't
Billy,
pronounce that.
John.
You know what I'm
Billy
saying?
and John are
They sound like scammers.
Yo.
No, a lot of times they choose American names if you do come from other countries.
Billy and John.
They do, bro.
Yeah, I
I
work
get
with a guy.
John, but Billy?
I literally work with a guy now named Billy.
You can ask him his actual Asian name.
See, Nigerian natural over there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure that's not your name or your picture.
You didn't ask him his Asian name.
No,
But,
that's my
I mean,
fiance.
But beyond the point of the joke, I mean, what would be the purpose? I mean, when I go to work and I'm working with my Asian counterparts, we're not talking about stereotypical conversations. I mean, we typically talk about work.
How is that stereotypical?
I mean, it's borderline.
Conversation
The whole
with
question is
Billy
the
is about
stereotype.
anime.
How
That's like somebody
if you
asking
like
me, have
anime,
you seen a Medea play? Yes, I've seen a Medea play.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
I see that you're black. There's certain things like, yo, it's like asking a black person, have you seen Friday? No shit.
No.
So are you saying that's the equivalent when people?
I mean, there's certain black folks out there that haven't seen Friday. It depends on what you
That's why
grow
you
up.
ask that question. It's not stereotypical. You got to ask questions.
I'm
But
saying
it
you
is
gotta read.
borderline
Hey, you gotta read the
stereotypical,
temperature of
though.
the room. You gotta read the temperature of the room too.
For
though.
sure.
You do get
Right. I
temperature,
mean, like
This
asking
is
somebody a
major
question like
fact.
that at work, right? Because it's a specific work question, right? You just violated all kinds of HR like guidelines.
For asking if you like
Ask about anime, you're
Yo,
violating
he-
HR.
Hey fam, he don't be wrong. Y'all know that, right? He don't be wrong. But
Man, but so what, bro? We
wrong
harassing
and real is two different things. Like
I mean, right now,
Wait,
you
hold on.
borderline getting investigated and fired.
Yo, I'm
Wait,
gonna walk
ask
up like,
him
what's
how
your
he does-
favorite
I would
anime?
love to go through that investigation because I
That's
literally
like
be
somebody.
Like, what was
That's
wrong with
like
my question?
that's
I'm
like
asking my
somebody
Asian
white
coworker.
asking you
I'm asking
about.
everybody. I asked my white coworker, my black coworker. Why can't I ask my Asian coworker? Do you like anime?
Yeah, I'm saying
I
that's
like
reading
anime.
the temperature of the room. That's reading the temperature of the room. You're right, but he's not. Y'all both right because like reading the temperature of the room and asking a casual question like, "Do you like anime or what's your favorite anime?" is one thing. But then I could be like, "Yo, Naruto, yo, did you see that new episode of fucking Demon Slayer?" You know what I'm saying? Now that's another issue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Exactly.
I
For
mean,
sure.
He's a hater.
It's like talking about religion or politics at work. You're not
yeah,
supposed to do.
yeah. You right.
Anime is not is not politics.
It's a religion.
It falls into racial
It is a
stereotype.
No,
religion.
it doesn't, bro. That's nonsense, bro. I'm not
It
gonna
does.
lie to you, bro. That's utter
I'm
nonsense.
agreeing on both sides because I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's utter
like
nonsense.
you
All
gotta
right, well, look,
You gotta realize this, right? You gotta
that's
read
sexy.
it
That's sexy.
exactly how you
Yo,
worded it.
Pete,
When
Pete,
do you
Pete,
bring
Pete.
up anime to
The
your
Asian
to
coworkers.
Asian coworkers?
Yeah.
Asian. Why you couldn't say when do you bring it up to your white coworkers, or when do you bring it
Because
up
I'm
to
being
your black
Not all
specific.
Asian people watch anime.
right?
Yeah, they all
Specifically,
so yo, Pete. I'll tell a story. I'm
Hey,
gonna
they
tell a
ain't shit,
story.
fam. They
man.
ain't
It's
shit.
story
They ain't
time.
shit.
you
It's
cause
story
an
time.
HR event.
Yo,
What
it's
if
story time.
the Asian dude comes from Asia and doesn't like anime, and now
It's story
you brought
time. I
something
got
up?
a story, bro. All right, so Pete, right? So, you know, in my job or whatever, you feel me? I'm a graphic designer. I be designing graphics. You know what I'm saying? And we had
You don't
a
say.
lot of we got a lot of Chinese people that come to my company that work and stuff like that because the company is part owned by by a Chinese company. Cool. You know, and a lot of Chinese people, most of them are older and most of them don't speak any English, right? Most of them I got to communicate with through Google Translate. But they brought a young kid over probably 3-4 months ago, right? Named DJ. Cool dude, man. Cool dude, young kid. You know what I'm saying? He probably early 20s type stuff. That's his age group, early 20s, right? So, you know, I chopped it up with DJ a few times and stuff. And I realized, I asked him about games a few times. And, every time we talked about video games and stuff, he says, all right, you know, he plays MOBAs. Is it MOBAs? What's that dang game?
League of Legends?
Like League of Legends. He plays games like League of Legends, right? Cool. He'd be on League of Legends, getting it busting and stuff. So then, all right, I figured out he liked League of Legends. He likes video games. All right, cool. I'm like, all right, now the following week, I'm gonna try to ask him about the anime. Boom. So I brought up Dragon Ball Z to my man's. And he looked at me like I was just showing him a foreign language. And it blew my mind. I'm like, you don't know about Dragon Ball Z? And he's from China. You know what I'm saying? Then I realized, I'm like, oh, he's not from Japan. You know what I'm saying, right?
That's what I was about to say. So I was about to throw that in there.
He's not from Japan. He's from China. So I
But
was asking my
China
man. I was
has
asking,
anime though.
but that's the point, though.
But they're not the main.
It's not the thing, though. He's from there. I asked him about Goku, his name, and San. I was talking about Goku-san, and I asked about Kun and all that stuff. He didn't know, Kun, not COO, but KUN, right? I asked about that, and then he didn't know what I was talking about. No clue. He did not know what I showed him, and I can talk to him about everything else. You know what I'm saying?
But what if he was trolling?
No, he wasn't. I'm sure of it.
No, he wasn't.
I'm sure of it.
He's sitting there looking at the stream now, like I was trolling the whole entire time.
Right, he's sitting there like,
no, he wasn't, bro. I'm just trying to tell you, he wasn't, bro. He wasn't, bro. Trying to tell you, bro. He wasn't, bro.
That's the thing. I think that it's the same way because I feel like people ask me questions that I'm like, you're not being racist about it. You're really in interest, you really want to know, to expand your knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
See if this is something that goes on. If someone would be like, yo, if a white person came up to me and was like, yo, do you like chicken? I'd be like, I don't think that's racist, but it's a good question.
Bro,
because they asked you if it was fried.
A lot of black people like chicken, let's be real.
I mean,
it's definitely a legit question. I'm gonna answer it. Now, if you was like, hey, N-word, you like chicken, I'm be like, all right, so you got beef now. I'm like, no, I don't like chicken, I like beef. That's what we got right now.
That was busted. Now it's over busted, man.
But I feel honestly, to answer this question though, without all these jokes, I feel I would ask that to my Asian coworker if I had one when he's comfortable enough to show that. You know what I'm saying? If he just comes to work and makes a comment about it or something like that, I'd be like, oh, word, all right, bet. So you be fucking with this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just hit him up on the first day you watch Naruto, right?
Read the temperature of the room, dog.
I know you watch Naruto, bro.
You gotta watch that shit,
I
bro.
know you do. You ate his ramen before, word. You ate his ramen, bro.
Oh snap! All right, bro. We're gonna move to sports right here, man. Yo, Proto, we're gonna move to sports. If you want to bop out, if you got stuff to do, you can just dip. You know what I'm saying?
Why you gotta kick him out like that for?
For sure. No, I'm just letting them know, man. He's looking, sleep. I gotta be.
Fucks with you, dog.
productive,
Blast
man.
Master, man. We got a game together, dog. No
My
bullshit.
boy, no, he great,
Thank you,
man.
bro.
He great. Add him to the party, bro. Add him to the party.
Real shit.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yep, I'm out.
Thank you, Proto.
Yo,
Appreciate
later,
you,
Proto.
man. Love support, bro. All right, we're gonna start off here. Booyah. Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. I'm getting a little
I
tipsy.
hate Rick, I should
Oh, my
fuck you up,
God.
fam.
Jake Paul versus
I
Anderson
should fuck you up,
Silva.
fam.
Yes, sir. That
All right, do
shit's
y'all think this is
tomorrow.
just another
That's
troll?
tomorrow,
This is just
yo.
another troll money fight.
We should.
Nah,
yes,
I like
we should
Anderson
link.
Silva,
Anderson's
man.
gonna win. Yo, tomorrow we can link again and do another one.
What time? What time?
When the fight is, we gonna.
No, I'm saying what time? What time?
I gotta figure it out. We'll talk about it later, bro. Later.
I ain't, man. Rick, I should fuck you up, fam.
Yes, bro.
Look.
I love you, bro, and thank you again for hopping on here with us, man.
Anderson Silva's a legend, man, but Jake Paul, regardless of what y'all say, he trained like a real boxer. Even if you say he's not a real boxer, he's semi-real, whatever. He's semi-real. And that's good enough to beat anybody that's not a boxer, dog. So I hate that Anderson Silva is doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because his name is big enough for motherfuckers to watch this. You know what I mean? And I fucking hate this, dog. I hate this with all my soul. Because I got to watch it. And I'm finna watch Anderson Silva get fucked up. I'm finna watch Anderson Silva get fucked up.
You gotta.
Because he's not a boxer. He's not a boxer.
Anderson Silva is a boxer. Y'all wildin'.
Yo, he's a mixed martial artist. He's not a
Wildin'.
boxer.
And he's more of a boxer than Jake Paul is.
No, he's not, dog. He's a mixed martial artist, yo. You know what I mean? Like, fam, I'm a fighting motherfucker, dog. I understand what's going on. Like, this is some bullshit. You finna whoop one of my heroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate it.
Oh,
You know
no, bro.
what I'm saying?
I do feel like this is an attack on black people.
Nah, Anderson Silva, he's like,
he knocked out.
he
He
speaks
knocked out
Portuguese.
Ben
What, where are you from?
He
Yeah,
is
he's
black,
like Brazilian.
Bro. He's
I'm saying by
Afro-Brazilian,
definition,
like-
by genetic definition, yes,
He's
but they don't recognize
Afro-Brazilian.
himself.
By
No, he
genetic
does.
definition, he's
Afro-Brazilian,
black.
bro. What are you
Yeah,
talking
Yeah.
about?
I feel like he's an
But little
attack
dog,
on
dog.
No.
Yes,
What are
you're
talking
right, but they won't say that shit. You're
Yes,
right.
no, he says he's black. He got a black wife. All his kids black.
Man,
What are we talking
fam,
about
I'm
here?
telling you. All right, you ever speak to a
He's
motherfucker?
Afro-Brazilian.
You ever speak to a motherfucker from the DR? You ever speak to somebody?
Yes.
Them motherfuckers would tell you up and down they not black, dog, and they
Yeah,
darker than
that's
you.
They
Yeah,
got
that's
women say that.
Dominican Republic because they like ingrained racism in their soul. We're
But
talking
like
Brazil here.
but
That's two different things,
DR is
bro.
mad close to Haiti though.
Yeah, so they don't want
They're
to
the
consider
same
Asian.
fucking spot, dog.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
whatever.
saying?
Yeah,
I'm
literally.
talking
Yeah,
about
Nick, he said with
Brazilians,
Haiti.
bro. Hold on,
Yo.
stop this. Hold on, bro. More African slaves are taken to South America than there were to America.
Yes,
bro.
but they count
All right,
themselves
bro.
as Spaniards over fucking being
Bro,
black, dog. But
bro,
I'm not
the
disagreeing
Afro-
with you.
you're wild.
Yes, they're black. Do they say they're black? No.
Yes, they do. Anderson Silva says he's black all the time. You're wilding. Yes, my boy Big Red. Can I point at him? Big Red over here spends a lot. He spends like 3 months out the year in South America, in Venezuela, and Colombia, and stuff like that. He spends 3 months out the year in Venezuela. My boy Big Red over here. All right, and he tells me all the time about all the African culture and all the they consider themselves African, whatever they're at. African Venezuela, they're black, bro. They consider they claim that
Because
to
it's
them.
they go through the. I'll put it to you this way.
Until you've been there, I ain't believing you. He been there. He told me. I believe in him.
They go through the same type of racism that y'all will go through in this
They
country
got
there, because they're still like the super minority. That's why a lot of them are all concentrated along the coast. So like you go along the coast, that's where all the Afro-Latina communities are in South and Central America, more than likely.
Because that does
especially like all the main like those main northern countries in South America, like Brazil, Venezuela, Colombia, Panama, all that stuff. Any of those, you go to any of those cities along the coast, you're gonna find majority Afro-Latinas.
I'll say like this.
Blackness.
I'll say like this.
Yes, sir.
I do agree they're black, but every time I come across them motherfuckers over here, they ain't saying that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? They not.
Because
you go there, it's a different.
You and Joliet, Illinois.
over there.
Fam, I know I done tried. Doc, I know you just try to slight me, fam. You know what I'm saying? You just try to slight. Doc, you know how many bitches I done fucked, fam. I done came across the whole bunch of them, and the motherfucking sweater ain't black. You know what I'm saying?
So
Matter of fact, one of the few, I've never fucked a Dominican chick, because they come up to me and they think I'm Dominican. They get to speaking Spanish and shit.
They don't think you're Dominican. Take that
Nah.
cartoon shit off your face.
Dot.
What are we doing? Now take that
as soon as
filter
I
off
fucking
your
talk
face.
to them,
They do not think you're Dominican. They do not think you're Dominican.
It's the hair.
This
It's the
is
hair.
nonsense.
So as soon as I
What
fucking
hair? It's
Nick,
the hair.
it's the hair, fam.
It's the
You know what I'm
hair.
saying? It's the hair.
It's the
You know what I'm saying?
hair. Are y'all letting it slide? We got
So
Latino in here.
yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
he look Dominican.
Yeah.
Take the filter off, my
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
This is craziness.
Man, like I said, you remember how niggas used to
Man,
get
let me
down
mute
with
myself,
the waves
man.
with the mohawk and shit like that in the mohawk with the waves, fam. Come on, Doc. They
You
come
said
up
you
to
had a
me.
mohawk with some waves?
I used to have 360 waves with a mohawk. You know what I'm saying?
How,
The only one in
Slay?
existence. The only way,
My
point,
man- my
pointed
man
in
just
everything.
questioned
Pointed in everything. Like
Oh.
pointed.
You had a faux hawk, nigga.
No. Pointed. I'm talking about pointed like the
Yeah,
white
you
boys
had a
do.
faux hawk. Your shit
with
used to
360
swoop up like
waves, you know what I'm
this,
saying?
and
No
then you had
puff.
waves right here on the side.
You know what I mean?
How,
Like,
Slay?
wait, no, waves all the way around.
Yeah,
360s.
you had a faux hawk.
in the motherfucking mohawk pointed like the white boys, yo.
Nah, you had
I had a
faux hawk,
motherfucking
dog.
70-year-old lady come up to me like, yo, that's the coldest mohawk I've ever seen.
Yo,
know what I'm
and she
saying?
was, and clearly you said she was white. Remember
Yeah,
that?
of course. Yeah.
No
White
old
lady
grandma
said
came
that's
up
the
to you.
coldest
That was
mohawk.
not-
But
Right.
back to the
What's
point.
wrong with you?
Back to the point.
Make up your
Dominicans come up
mind.
to me. Dominican chicks come up to me trying to shoot they shot. As soon as they see I don't speak no Spanish, nigga, they don't even know a motherfucker no more, dog. They don't
Bro,
fucking
you're
understand.
wildin'. Don't
What?
no one think you're Dominican, bro.
Dog, I'm telling you, Dominicans do. You know what I'm saying? Dominicans do.
Hey,
You
yo,
know what I
BH finna come in here, man. But anyway, Ray, what you think about Jake?
What?
Ninja, Jake Paul Anderson Silva. What's your word, man?
I already said what it is. This is an attack on black people. This white man keep getting this white man. They keep getting this white man fighting all these like
Whooping niggas.
retired ass like fighters that like they've already proven their worth, and they getting this white man to go knock him out. This young sprucey white man.
But don't you think it's up to
Yeah,
Young
to the fighter?
sprucey white man.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the fight, but the whole entire time I'm shame.
Big Red, what you think, man? Big Red, chime in.
All right, couple things. I know I sent the link to Riga, so I know he's seen it. But have any of y'all seen the link from the press conference? The bet that Jake Paul and Anderson Silva made.
Nah.
So,
Look at this, man. We out
Rigo.
here chatting, talking
My nigga
shit on
BH,
here.
Yeah.
so,
So-
nigga, that's good, fam.
What up, BH?
That's
So-
good, fam. You know what I'm saying?
What's up with y'all?
Jake,
Y'all
We out
fellas?
here kicking the shit tonight, man. Appreciate you be hopping on here with us, BH. We appreciate
know
you,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Man, I appreciate y'all,
So-
man.
We talking a
Y'all-
little sports right now. We're talking Jake Paul, Anderson
My
Silva,
nigga,
man. What you
fucking
think, man?
BH,
Hey, man, I got
That's
other
good,
follow.
man.
I got other subscribers, okay, that might not subscribe.
Tell him I'll pull up on him, man. I'll pull up on him. What's
They might not
up?
subscribe to what
We'll
you're
chop
doing
it
with
up.
your hands. You
You
feel
know what
me?
I'm saying?
Right? All is well, my brothers.
You know what
gang
I'm saying?
But Big
So-
Red, keep ride with that statement because
Yeah,
so
keep going, Big
the,
Red.
so the
Big
bet
Red.
that they made, Jake Paul said that if Anderson Silva wins the fight, he will agree to an MMA fight with Anderson Silva. And
Oh, he
Jake
might
Paul
box
said
it
if he
Kickboxing.
so if
Oh, my bad.
kickboxing, yeah, because Anderson told him it wouldn't be MMA because he's retired from MMA, so it'd be a kickboxing fight. And then if Jake Paul wins, it's the UFC.
Someone got someone playing YouTube on their phone or something. Someone turn that down. Whoever got YouTube playing on their phone, turn that down.
I'm good.
That was me.
if Jake
Yeah.
Jake
be it.
wins, there's a fighter corporation or association that they're working to get better pay and better benefits for the UFC
I like
fighters, and he's going to
I love it.
institute Anderson as the interim president, and they're going to work together in
That's a
that
low blow.
aspect towards getting better pay and benefits for the
That is a low
UFC
blow.
fighters.
That's a low blow if you know your history.
Damn.
That's a low blow if you know your history, yo.
deep. That's
You know Dana White
deep.
hates Anderson Silva. Dana White
Yep.
hates Anderson Silva.
Second thing I wanted to touch on, did any of y'all catch the comments that Anderson made in the past week that were caught that he got knocked out twice during sparring and the
Yeah.
Arizona Commission had to investigate it and clear him to be able to
That's
to
a good
fight.
thing. That's a good
Wait.
thing.
Yes.
Wait, who got knocked out?
Anderson Silva said he got
Anderson
knocked
Silva
out
got knocked out
twice.
during
sparring,
sparring.
dog.
Anderson Silva in an interview said he got knocked out twice during sparring.
That's a
Right.
good
Who
thing.
did?
Then he
Right.
tried to
Silva
backtrack.
did?
He
Anderson
tried to
Silva
walk it
said
back.
he got knocked back during sparring, and then he tried to later walk it back. Right. So look, my opinion on that is Anderson Silva playing mind games. 100%.
He gonna get smoked. He gonna get smoked. That's without a
He
doubt.
not gonna get. I don't know about
Damn,
that.
Anderson
That's a
Silva's
boxer.
playing mind games.
It's a
Y'all
boxer going
wildin'.
against an MMA
Y'all don't
fighter,
know
dog.
Anderson. Anderson's playing. Anderson said in an interview with ESPN them that, oh yeah, I got knocked out twice in training camp. You know, I had to ask my coach
Man,
what
BH,
happened.
tell them niggas what it is, man. I know
No
you. Tell them
wilding,
niggas
bro.
what it is, man.
Anderson Silva's been putting hands on people since before Jake Paul
He's
was
an
even
MMA
off his
fighter, though,
daddy's
dog.
nutsack.
Bro,
Yo, and he
when
been
Anderson
knocking
Silva
niggas out.
when Anderson Silva broke his
He's
leg,
not like,
how
oh,
did he come
been
back?
knocking niggas out.
When Anderson Silva trains a boxer first.
It's
People don't know
different
this.
footwork,
No,
fam. It's
bro, he
different
trained as a
footwork.
boxer first.
Look at his
when
footwork.
Anderson
It's
Silva
not
broke
the
his
same.
when Anderson Silva broke his leg, he trained strictly boxing to come back.
That shit sound
100%
nice,
that.
fam. Man, BH, tell these niggas what's up, man. You know how this fighting shit get down, man. Yo, like,
All right, so from my point of view,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
before this fight, Jake Paul was scheduled to fight Hakeem Rahman Jr.,
Mm-hmm.
when trying to do that,
And
an
then
actual boxer.
when trying to do that,
He got out of that fight. Me personally, Anderson Silva's 47 years old. He's finna go in there and get his boots smoked.
smoked, good dope.
BH don't
Wow. Jake Paul is the one who put the promotion together.
Yeah.
He's not paying
He gonna take a
$1 million.
dive.
He's not paying you $1 million to lose.
Right.
He giving you the biggest payday of your life to come here and get knocked out.
Now, if
Is it the biggest payday of his life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
he had
I don't know.
advertisements.
I don't know. We're talking about Anderson Silva.
No. Anderson Silva was in the UFC at the time where they could still get advertisements, so you might
Yeah,
you might have a
no,
point.
but those pay-per-view checks, Anderson Silva is still getting paid off.
Man, that
pay-per-view
shit
checks
wasn't
from his
hitting
fight.
like that, fam.
No,
Hey,
it
yo,
was.
Anderson
This
Silva
is also
that
his
shit
is
third
knocking
choice.
niggas out since before Jake Paul was fighting. as
Anderson-
Ray said. So isn't this
Anderson's
nigga
also
got
his
5
third
kids?
choice for this fight. It was his third choice for this fight because, as BH said, it was Rahman first, and that fight got canceled. And then it was Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury couldn't even get into our country to hold that fight. And then he landed on Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
A motherfucker that's 47 with 6
Yo,
kids.
leave the conversation for a second. Leave the
You know what I'm
conversation.
saying?
He's 47 with 6 kids, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And he's not a boxer; he's an MMA fighter, dog. It's a difference.
Bro. The footwork is totally different.
And man, tell him, dog.
But here's
It's
the
different.
but okay. Some years back, I think like in 2009, Anderson Silva was supposed to fight Roy Jones Jr. in a boxing match.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because Anderson Silva did box. You feel me? So he does have the footwork to be able to go in there and box with Jake Paul. Jake Paul's a decent boxer, bro. Like
Decent.
he's got a strong right hand. He's actually a decent boxer. So like for me personally, it's hard for me to see Jake Paul not beating Anderson Silva in this fight.
Man, I'm
Are
saying
you
the same
putting
thing.
any money down?
Hell no.
What's the odds, Red?
Yo, don't.
I'm sure
The
it's
reason-
something crazy.
You can't put no money on it because he might throw it so they can do that MMA deal. So you don't even know, dog.
That's what I'm. That's what. But see, here's the thing with
No,
that.
but
Like,
you know he wants to keep a clean record.
facts. Jake
You're
Paul
right.
is. Jake Paul know the value of having that O on your record.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what helps him sell his fights right now. He puts a one
But
on that.
trilogies-
regardless of the
trilogies-
partner.
make- look.
Mayweather it.
But all these boys are under the Floyd Mayweather blueprint right now.
That's what I'm
Everybody.
saying.
All of them.
Conor
All of
McGregor
them.
was the one who really got on the Mayweather blueprint and blew it up.
I
So like so a lot of other guys said, wait a second, let me give me some chains, let me give me some Richard Mille watches, let me give me some fucking fur coats, let me get out here and talk my shit because when people want to see you lose, they pay big money.
Show me their face and do the microphone.
So Jake Paul's a minus 230 from what I'm seeing. Anderson's plus 190.
That mean Anderson finna get smoked.
So right now,
They
okay,
want
so
you to
right
fuck
now,
your money up.
On MGM, on BetMGM, they got Jake Paul minus 260, Anderson Silva plus 210.
Mm-hmm.
That's not too bad. I was thinking it would be a little bit higher. I was thinking it'd be closer to 3.
You gotta wait till the day before, but yeah.
This shit crazy, bro. Jake Paul fighting Anderson
Today
Silva.
is the day before, bro.
Is it?
What's the odds, BH? What's the odds by knockout?
Let me see right now, bro. This shit is ridiculous, dog.
This is a big fight right here, bro.
Yeah, this is gonna be a
End
big fight for
knockout,
sure.
man.
They
Yo,
have
who
a cold
ping?
box.
Hey, who Pink Pimp?
They haven't
Someone
posted
named
the
Pink
props
Pimp
yet?
trying to join the chat right now. I don't know. Is
I
that
don't
Katrina?
know.
I
That's
don't
my-
know who that is.
What was that?
Someone
That's
named
my
Pink Pimp.
girlfriend.
Oh, she was trying to join the chat. That's
Get
funny
in
as
here,
hell.
man.
Put her on, man. Put her on.
Hey,
She had to
BH,
put
I'm
her
still
face
pulling.
on.
Hey, BH, I'm still pulling up on you, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, gang.
We supposed to put your. We supposed to step on each other's foot and box it out, man. What's good? What's good, man?
Look, bro, you can ask my brother, bro. I got hands in real life, bro.
Dog, I'm saying y'all done seen what I do too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done seen it.
You too little, bro. I'm knocking your ass out.
I was about to say, didn't you say you was 130, bro? BH. So
No. I did lose a little weight. So right now I just ran a 5K. You know what I'm saying? Because I need my unlimited endurance.
I see you on there.
Unlimited endurance.
I do. I have unlimited endurance, dog. Like I can sprint for I'm finna try to place first, yo. I just did a 5K with like I said, my girl, she
Bro,
white,
this
you know what I'm
man
saying?
here be
You
my
know what
girl,
I'm
she
saying?
white. Why you keep bringing
White,
that
you know what I'm
up?
saying?
Why do you keep bringing that up?
No. It's
My girl,
but it's
she
always a
white.
point behind it, right? It's always a point behind it.
My
So
girl,
you know what I'm
she
saying? I had
white.
to tell her
What does that
my
got to do with
genetics.
anything?
My genetics crazy. So
What?
the
So
night
you got
before, I didn't-
them Kenyan genetics? Them
Yo,
Kenyan
P game. Yo, P game. Like, because I'm mostly muscle. I'm 13% body fat. You know what I mean? So the night before the race, you know what I'm saying? The night before the race, I can show you the numbers, man. You know what I'm saying? The night before the race.
What are numbers say?
Oh, my.
Let's see
I'll show
the
you the numbers,
numbers.
yo.
My man
Bro,
said,
the
you want
numbers,
to know my
bro.
butt shot,
Yo,
bro.
the night before, right? You know what I'm saying? I had this little chick over. We playing the game. I'm streaming. We drinking.
All right,
drinking.
what y'all drinking, bro? What y'all drinking?
You know what I'm saying? I think we was drinking Bombay.
You better not
Okay.
drink.
Some,
You
that's
better
my
not
shit.
drink that shit and try to fight me.
Fam. You've been denying me this whole time, yo. You've been acting like I gotta prove myself, dog. I done did it.
2% body fat. I'm knocking your ass.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm at 13. I ain't gonna go below 10. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, back to the story. Like, dog, I'm telling you, like,
So
so
I'm not dude that you beat up that day outside D crib.
fam, y'all about the same height. You know what I'm saying? I know he ain't no real nigga. He ain't no real nigga. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know.
Look at BH face.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't no real nigga. I'm saying, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Rigga, why you won't let me just come on, man?
Big Red.
You won't even let me get in there with him.
Big Red.
You won't even let me get in
This
there
man
with him, fam.
delusional, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I love
Go
you. bro.
get
You
Big
crazy,
Red.
bro.
Yeah, Big Red. Go get all the money you got in the world, Big Red. Diz, go get all of your money. Prince, go get all of your money. That's the safest bet in the world.
Yo,
I
put it up.
Look, I tell you what the issue is with me and BH.
No,
I tell
he
you what
talking
the
about
issue
baby
is,
BH
man.
versus baby daddy.
I'll tell you what
man.
the issue is. Because I'm used to walking in the fucking room and being the strongest nigga in that bitch. And when I walked in the room, everybody knew I was the strongest nigga in this bitch, but he was looking different. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta come to a conclusion. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing.
Bro,
And he won't let me do it.
Yesterday I was benching 405 for reps yesterday.
Mhm.
What's your max on the bench press?
Fam, you got the strength. I'm light and fast, dog. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. I ain't gonna cap. I'm light and fucking fast, fam.
What if he catch you though?
You know what I'm saying?
going.
God.
How you gonna deal
You
with
gotta
that?
catch
I
it with
feel like
swine.
this man could strangle you with his pinky and stuff.
Okay, for one, ain't nobody gonna be able to strangle me, dog. You a slick motherfucker.
It's BH.
You
He
a
look like
slick
he strangle
motherfucker. You
people
strangle
for a
me,
living.
dog. You know what I mean?
I mean, I bet
I'm gonna
Rick
pass
is big. If
out.
you told me BH is even bigger, I don't even need to. I don't even
Nah,
need
you a
more
slick.
of a
Nah,
picture
BH
of that.
is a strong ass nigga. Ain't no disrespect. He's strong.
All right,
bro.
yo.
You know
Let's
what I'm
switch it
saying?
up, man. Let's switch
That
it
nigga
up, man.
BH top half look
Let's switch
350,
it up,
bro.
man.
Matter of fact, hey, let me finish my
story.
story. I'll bring us into the topic, Rigger. I'll bring us into the topic,
Come
yo.
on, man.
So
Come
P
on,
game.
let's go.
Like I said, I did the 5K race. If you don't know your motherfucking math, that's 3.1 miles, right? So, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my god.
You know what I mean? Straight. You know what I mean?
Hey, Dance, is you eating beans over there, bro? What are you eating?
Yo, I am cooking, bro.
I know
am
you
cooking,
eating
bro.
mad beans.
You got that
with rice.
mofongo?
Ah, man. Yo, but let me get us there. So look, I'm telling her, like, look, yo, I'm black. You know what I'm saying? I got these genetics. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? She talking about you ain't gonna train. What the fuck I need to train for? Like, I was like, look, as long as I beat you, I'm good. I'm not gonna train. You know what I'm saying? Because she runs. That's her thing. She ran the Chicago Marathon, dog. She did that shit. You know what I mean? So she telling me, she talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? She like, don't be passed out on the grass somewhere or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because she know my mental. I'm going to go until I can't. You know what I'm saying? So sure enough, nigga, we motherfucking get out there, dog. I'm running with her. You know what I'm saying? We getting it. I'm you know what I mean? Getting it. So I'm like, yo, let's pass them. We passed first group. Let's pass them. We passed second group. Let's pass them. She's slowing up. Man, what the fuck? And then the motherfucking sun came out. You know that motherfucking sun touched my skin, nigga. I fucking took off, right? So we at mile 2, right? We at mile 2. It's only 3.1. We see mile 2. You know what I'm saying? So I'm running, and I saw some big chick, some big black chick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the fuck? Did bitch catch a cab or something like that? She been in front of me this whole time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, let me step this shit up, right? So I'm hitting it. Tall ass white dude next to me, using me as a pacer. So I'm looking him dead in his face, like, what's up? He ain't saying nothing. Oh, I got him. So boom, take off again. So by this time, I'm full speed, full sprint, last quarter. We get back to the track. You know what I'm saying? At the football field, it's the finish line. Nigga, I'm hitting it full speed. You know what I'm saying? Fucked around across the finish line, right? Motherfucking white bitches everywhere coming out with medals and shit like that. I'm like, what's going on?
Everywhere with
you know what I'm saying? Yo, coming out, because it was only like 2 black dudes there. You know what I'm saying? They coming out with medals. You know what I'm saying? They coming out with medals. I'm like, what's going on? Because I was only doing it to beat her, and I smoked her. Come to find out, fam, from the age 30 to 34, I got the bronze medal in my age group, dog. Didn't train a single minute and was drinking all motherfucking night. And then, nigga, I'm laid out on the motherfucking turf, nigga. Fucking $200 fucking Samsung joints that fell out on my ears, nigga. I'm damn near finna go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm past fucking, nigga. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers come up to me like, man, you got the bronze medal, this, and that. I'm like, yeah, man, let me take this nap real quick. But I choose turf over grass, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Black genetics. Crazy.
Bro is the type of nigga to take off full speed when the race starts.
Hey, that's the next step though. So the person that came in first,
that's the next step.
Yo, the person that came in first, right? He was a fat kid I went to school with because we all in the same age group. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't fat no more. So you know what I'm saying? After a race, if y'all didn't know, you be drinking beers and shit like that to get the carbs and calories back in you, get them in fast. So nigga, all this shit free. So nigga, I'm a drinker. Nigga, I'm turning up. I'm popping beers back. Nigga, taking shots of vodka. When we turning up, dude come up like, man, yeah, Billy Garcia, man. Shout out to him, man. He ain't fat no more, but smoked me, right? You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Smoked me, right? He came in 9th overall, but first in my division. Like I said, I came in 3rd. So I'm like, man, oh, good shit, man. Damn, you ain't fat no more. And then he started getting down on me like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? You can try better next time. I'm like, fam, I didn't even train a single minute. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah,
on you, bro.
He was like, you on some little bro shit. You know what I'm saying? Like on some hey, little folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, man, like, all right, man, beat this, yo. I was like, when's your birthday? So we find out it's 3 races next year, right? The first 2 races I'm with him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a train. Come to first, I'm training. Because right now I'm running like the records say I run a 9-12 mile.
So you trying to beat Billy Garcia?
I'm gonna give you 2 years to train before you fight me.
Man, you see how you keep trying to fucking do me, man? We've been going through this forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yo. Let's get back on topic, man. Grass versus turf, man. Ninja Beast, what you think, man? 'Cause this nigga just told us a whole soliloquy about
Give me turf, man.
Billy
That turf felt
Garcia.
good. I
No,
was laying on that
no.
turf.
Racing his girlfriend.
About how he beat some white chicks and then
Grass
how
and
And
Billy
racing, he ain't
Mo-
racing no niggas
Hold
though.
on.
You know what I mean?
He just told us how he beat some white chicks. How a fat chick was ahead of him for like a mile and a half.
She was
And
a
then
monster.
then how Billy Garcia beat him at the end.
Wow.
That's what I heard. That's all I heard.
And I laid out on the turf.
After losing to Billy Garcia and a fat chick right behind you.
If we
Yeah.
if we fight on grass, you gonna wake up on grass.
Look, we got to do
Yo,
it though, fam.
if we
All
fight
right,
on
all right, hey, hold
Hey.
on.
We got to do it,
All
dog.
right, yo, all right,
But-
Ninja, go ahead. Grass or turf. NFL. We're talking about NFL, grass or turf. What do you think? Because you know all the concussions been going on and stuff. Tua ass was throwing up gang signs.
Yo, why
on
you
the
gotta bring
grass.
up my man?
I was just saying, Tua was throwing up
I
gang
know.
signs. So do you think
Um,
it's safer for players to be getting tackled on grass or turf? What do you think? We're gonna start with we'll go back to no, we're not. We're gonna go to Ninja Beast. We're gonna go.
Yo, so it's got to be grass for me, man. I've played on grass in high school, and I didn't come out with too many injuries. All my injuries really came from.
Don't get my video demonetized, man.
Oh, my bad. My
You
bad.
do not. No, all my like knee injuries came from like other sports. Like I don't know, I feel like grass is like turf is killing people's Achilles, ACLs, MCLs, whatever problem. I think they just doing it because they don't want to take care of this grass. They cheap, and like most people say, it's for the speed of the game. But
Yeah,
like,
I'm about to rebuttal you. It's not because of the cost. Cost is effective, but it's really because of the speed of the game, right? Real talk, like because I play college football. I played in a few schools, and regarding that, every coach I talk to, they always talk about the speed of the game. Speed of the game. Everyone wants to spread offense. Everyone wants to have everyone run downfield. They want to run swings and reverse options, right? It's all about the speed of the game in case of rain and all that. But go ahead.
If we go back and look at it, I want to say one of the first college programs that was very prominent to institute turf, if you go back and look at it, was Oregon and Chip Kelly with those fast initial spread offenses.
We got to get.
I'm telling you, I was there.
So and that was with Nike money too, because they're sponsored by Nike.
It's right
I
there.
was there, bro. I seen it.
Yeah, but it's killing people out here.
It's
bro.
a health thing.
But that's what started the turf changeover, was all the spread offenses, spreading everybody out, putting more skill players in position to succeed, and putting more speed on the field in the first place. Use that speed, and like we've talked about this numerous times before. You don't want to end up having to change out your grass 5 times a season because you also held 3 or 4 big ass concerts at your field. Because that turf adds up, that sod adds up after a while.
Yeah, that shit adds up, but we can't act like these programs aren't making so much money from college to NFL.
No, they are, but they all. Every
I know y'all talking about the
cut it
speed of
out.
the game, but like, come on, y'all really don't think they're saving a whole bunch of money? Did not have
whole bunch
fieldsmen on the field, like taking care of
to
grass all the
replace that field every time they do it is probably every bit of 6 figures plus. Sod ain't cheap, especially high grade sod that you're going to be putting on a football field that's going to be seen on national television.
Yeah, but it's probably 3 to 4 times a year, though, right? And they're paying some of these guys how much? What's the highest contract in the NFL right now?
Yeah, but think about how much they initially
highest contract
they have
NFL,
to.
Deshaun Watson,
$45 million a year.
Come on, bro.
I'll never
They're
lose.
paying
But think
guys.
about this. How much does it cost to put in the turf field initially versus how much are they going to spend on replacing the sod 3 times a year?
A nigga with a filter could never beat me.
BH, fam. I'm finna, you want me to fly out, fam? I'm gonna fly out, though. Don't
This
get me
man-
wrong. I'm gonna treat you good, fam. I'm gonna get you some
Hey, yo.
drink. You know how I do.
Nice filter on his face.
But yeah, nah. But
It's gonna
Red,
be some
like
drink.
this is my thing. If we're putting,
It's all about the money.
it is about the money, Debbie. I'm telling you, they're
Damn, my
about
vape
the
just
money
died.
because if it was really about the speed of the game, Like, why the fuck was like Jerry Rice and them? What were they doing?
Well,
Was
they
that not
weren't.
speed?
They
Like,
weren't. They weren't.
that's
They
just-
were not running 4.340s.
Yeah.
I think these things ended up going hand in hand. Once they saw the benefits of the speed aspect and they realized how much money it saves them elsewhere without having to change the field out after concerts, wear and tear from different sports, things of that nature, it all adds up in the end. In the end, you're trying to bring
Alright.
down your operational costs and drive up your profits. That's the biggest goal of any business.
All right. Well, in my opinion on it, right, as the athlete, right, as an athlete,
So
it's a difficult statement, right? Because I myself, I prefer grass, right, when it's not raining,
yeah,
right.
I would agree.
When it's not raining, I prefer
When it's
grass.
not raining, yeah.
Right. When it's not raining, I prefer grass. And when it's not snowing, I prefer grass. But when it's raining or snowing, I prefer turf. And that's a fact. It's just flat out. Now, if we're talking NFL and they have all these domes and stuff, right, then for sure, why not put grass in there, right? You already spend all this money on these stadiums, etc., right? Because if it's preventing your players from going down with concussion and you losing money because you just spent $225 million on this quarterback, and now he's over here throwing up, a Latin disciple on the field, right? Right. Then I say you put grass down. But if you're playing strictly outside, right? If you're playing outside, then I say you need to have turf or some sort of hybrid or something. Maybe I don't know what they have now. If there's some new stuff,
It's
out.
got to be something better, yo.
Yeah, but if you go ahead, bitch.
The reason like turf exists is because you're faster on turf.
It's a fact.
So, in the NFL that they always say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. So, if you the home team, you got turf on your field, you feel me? The plan is for it to be a disadvantage for the team coming in to play you. So it's just kind of like, turf,
Hey,
the competitive edge. That's all the shit. It's a competitive edge and it's a money thing. You feel me? Because think about this. Let's say every day, every Sunday or every Saturday, they spray paint the field. If that shit is grass every week, you have to resod that field every week because you can't wash the shit off of dirt. It's gonna fuck the field up when they scrub the different logos off the change and shit like that.
Mhm.
So you gotta think about that type of stuff too. So I mean, honestly, I would say, me personally, I like grass. You feel me? We finna get dirty today. You know what I'm
the
saying?
grass is the best shit.
Grass is
Bro.
healthier, but I'm a speed demon. Give me the
Yeah.
turf, nigga.
But also though, and like I play offensive line, right? So grass, you can kind of predict what's going on though. You know what I'm saying, right? Like
Yeah.
for me, it's like, you know what I'm saying, right? It's like, all right, we done wore out a little patch right here. I can kind of get comfortable right here. I can settle in this little area. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. I don't know. It's a different dynamic playing on grass.
It is. Because like you'll feel like sometimes you'll get like that little dirt patch that you can like kind of like hold your foot on like a track sprint. And then, like you bump off of that. Like
Yeah, it's a little different, man. And when you hit the ground on grass, it's a
That
soft
bounce.
landing. You land in that. On that turf, you're bouncing. I've never got turf burn off grass. And I've
No.
got turf burn from my neck to my ankle. You know what I'm saying? On a whole side of my body. So
and then you gotta play with that.
exactly.
With that
Yeah,
stick.
y'all remember
With
when-
sweat dripping down into that burn. Like I don't know. I feel
Y'all-
like they not trying to.
What time you
My
got?
last point to the whole thing is more injuries means less money you gotta pay that payer in bonuses.
What time you going to bed?
I'm muted. I don't know what we're doing.
That nigga ain't no player.
Hey, bitch, I'm gonna mute you. What you want to say?
My bad. Oh, my bad.
Man, Blue Lovin' on the string.
Right, it's all good, man. It's all good. Yo. We're gonna switch the topic up, man. This is some mad random stuff. We're gonna do 2 random questions and we're gonna bop out of here, man.
I see you, dog. Hey, BH, I see you, nigga. You get my
What's
stamp
up,
of
bro?
approval. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
wait.
You know what I
Because
mean?
no, this man over here. No, let's not
I
even go
mean?
there.
Y'all can hit me.
Yeah, we get you that.
Yeah. I see you, dog.
I'm gonna
I'll
call
keep you.
off this string.
All right, Pete. This is a wild question. Denzel, you over there? Are you here or not? Yeah.
Where's
Yes,
my
name.
man Dan's at?
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm
This
here.
your question, bro. All right. He been
No,
asking this
no.
question for almost a year now. Okay. It's a wild question. Okay. So listen up. All right. So, would you rather be attacked constantly by a pack of dogs or a pack of birds?
I
And
want the two new people to like
I'm talking
BHA.
about whatever's your worst dog, worst. I'm talking about a flock of birds, right? Or a pack of dogs. For
We
me,
should let
I'm talking
BH
about
and my
cane
man-
corsos.
my
I'm
man
talking about cane
answer that question
corsos.
first. I
I'm
wanna
talking
hear
about
the
eagles, like cane corsos and eagles, right?
Damn.
So me personally, I could take a bottle of Visine and a pack of ground beef and get rid of all them dogs.
Real shit.
You feel
No,
me?
no. I'm talking about wild savage dog. I'm not talking about.
Do they
I'm
come back to life?
I'm not talking about ground beef dog. I'm talking about they own you.
Do they come back to life?
No, they die. They die.
Okay,
They die.
yeah, I'll take the
They
dogs.
They die. They die. I'm talking about 20 big cane corsos or 20 eagles. You can go inside buildings. You can go inside cars. You can go inside houses.
Eagles, motherfuckers don't understand how big an eagle is and what they can do too.
Yo,
I
talk,
think
yo.
you know what I mean? Like,
The thing is, bro, like with birds, you can just go in the crib.
You can go in the crib, yo.
you go in the crib with dogs.
They
Them
gonna come
dogs-
in your crib.
I don't think.
They'll
I
fuck
don't,
you up.
Like
And
a
if you in the crib, it's worse.
I'm
for
talking
you 'cause
about.
then
I'm
you
talking
just
about
slapping
a
around
pack of dogs that's on your ass. Ain't nothing stopping them from trying to get on you.
I'm taking the birds all day, bro.
You gonna
Birds or
get attacked by
dogs?
some birds, BH.
Bro, birds. you
Don't
can
say birds. He said eagles.
Eagles or
Don't say
Tibetan
birds is
Mastiff.
misleading.
Eagle, Tibetan Masters, whatever the worst dog you can think of.
It don't matter. Even it's we talking about a flock of birds. Like we're not talking
Yep.
like
Each person, and we're about a pack of dogs. Talking about like
a
20
pack
dogs.
of dogs and a
So
herd
like
of birds.
20 a herd. Ain't no herd of birds.
I'm pretty sure we
So
fucking
what
up
is
the
it? What
verbiage.
they call
though.
Flock,
Red
bro.
flock.
A flock,
I'm pretty
bro.
sure we fucking up the verbiage.
A herd of birds.
A herd of birds, yeah.
Man,
All right, Ninja. What you choosing, Ninja Beast?
Yo, I'm choosing them dogs.
Yeah, I'm getting dogs too.
You
dog.
choose-
Because the
The
dogs I can
dogs?
fight off. Like I can throw
It's
hands,
easier to shoot a
You're
dog.
You're getting eaten.
but
it's
I
easier
can
to shoot
throw
a
hands
dog.
with the dogs.
No, you
But
can't.
it's
Like, what are we
places those
talking
dogs
about,
can't
bro?
get. They
Every
can't-
year, how many years? Every year, people get killed by dogs, not birds. Like how many years? Like how many people you see get killed by birds?
That's because nobody fucking with the birds.
Fam, you giving us super birds, you giving us eagles. The motherfuckers is
Bro,
fucking. They got
I'm
like
giving you
10
super.
foot wingspan.
I'm giving you super dogs. You can choose.
Dog,
an
okay,
XXL.
say look,
That
look,
cane
say,
corso can't climb a tree.
Yes,
yo,
it can. You never seen them dogs climb trees? Are y'all
Fam.
kidding me?
say I live in an
Y'all
apartment
lucky-
building.
You can't
The
climb
eagle
a
busts
tree
you
like
through
I
the
can
window,
climb a
nigga.
tree.
No, it's
You
not,
know what
bro.
I'm saying?
You can
You're
put
not no
birds.
lion.
Yo, them dogs kill the lions. They literally made them to kill the lions.
Yeah.
That's fine. That dog got to come up that tree.
Yeah.
Literally
And
made
I
them
got
kill the
sticks
lions.
up
Big
there.
Red, what you
Fuck
think?
that
Big Red, what
dog
you
up.
think? Birds versus dogs.
I ain't fucking with them birds. No way, no how.
Fucking with
Yeah,
the
I'm
birds,
taking the dogs,
man.
man.
Yeah,
I'm
dogs
taking
all
the
day.
dogs.
I ain't fucking with no beaks, talons, none of that nonsense. I don't care
I'm
where
taking
you
the
can hide
dogs,
from them.
man.
I ain't fucking with beaks or talons. No way, no how.
You can
I
slap.
ain't-
I'm a dog whisperer, so I'll talk to them dogs. We gonna kick it.
No. That's not the thing. These are savage, vicious dogs. Ain't no talking.
They're
here, bro.
savage
They
when
own
they
your
meet you,
neck.
and then once
No,
blow some trees
that's
with 'em,
not
they
the
be
situation, bro. No, these are dogs from the movies. These is timber wolves, the night wolves. You know what I'm talking about? These are
Yo,
Yo, why
dogs.
we switch the dog up?
No,
From-
it's
Yo,
whatever.
yeah,
It's
I
the
say,
worst
what's the
dog.
You
It's
said
the
an
get
worst
attacked by
one.
Team Wolf.
Yeah, and it's the
Get
worst
attacked by
dog.
Team Wolf.
It's the worst dog. All right, Pete. The sports question, real quick. I gotta hit the bathroom. Y'all take this out real quick.
Diarrhea.
Boom. I'm glad.
What's the
Oh
question?
man.
College
College football predictions. It was more so college football predictions and surprises so far of the year. The biggest one so far, I think, Illinois and Syracuse. And the funny thing is, Illinois is starting a transfer quarterback from Syracuse. And they are both ranked one after each other in the rankings. I think they're either 15 and 16 or 16 and 17. Syracuse, I think, is their only loss so far is to Clemson. Clemson had to come back in that game at home. They were up, if I'm not mistaken, like 2 touchdowns, and Clemson came back to win it with like 14 unanswered in the fourth. And then Illinois has just played stellar defense, and they have not turned the ball over. Like, they've pretty much just played smash mouth football for the first 7-8 weeks of the season. Definitely very surprising. They've got the old Arkansas and Wisconsin coach Brett Bielema. I didn't think it was going to be this quickly that he was going to get results there, though. But the way of the transfer portal does amazing things when you put it to good use, use it correctly.
Yeah.
And then the other one, of course, is Tennessee.
So is that Syracuse Illy game? Is that playing?
No, those are just surprises, like how far they're doing.
Is that a home game for Syracuse? Home game for Illy?
Oh, they're not playing each other. I'm just saying in general they've been surprising based on how they've done.
Teams. Okay.
This weekend, the biggest games we got this weekend: Ohio State, Penn State. That's at Penn State. Ohio State should literally steamroll them. The other big games we got: cocktail party, Florida and Georgia. Georgia's favored by 3.5 touchdowns. Oklahoma State and Kansas State. That actually should be a good game. That's at Kansas State. Well, there was one.
My man Rain Gray said he looking like a character from Minecraft.
I'm bringing y'all traction in this motherfucker, man. What's good?
You're bringing us traction. They talking shit.
They're talking shit. Yeah.
I saw it. That's what we
Ninja for sure.
Gonna get your
the game to watch tomorrow will be the Kentucky-Tennessee game, barring a healthy quarterback for Kentucky. Both of them are going to have – you've got the Heisman lead runner for the Heisman, and then you've got another first-round draft pick on the other side with a pretty damn good defense.
Okay.
And you've got the best wide receiver in the country right now in Jalen Hyatt, and I think Tillman's supposed to be back tomorrow as well, I believe. Tillman's the All-American wide receiver who's been out for the last 4 weeks while Wyatt's been going nuts.
Oh, so they're going to have 2 great wideouts now. So
yeah, so now they have the one kid go bananas who they didn't expect to go bananas, and then they're bringing back an All-American off of a high ankle injury. He had that tightrope surgery, though, the same thing Tua had done while he was at Bama. It speeds up the recovery for high ankle sprains. Instead of like 6 weeks, you're only out like 3 to 4.
Okay.
Hell yeah, man. My bad. I'm posting some comments and stuff, man.
Yeah, everybody's going off in the chat right now.
Oh, damn, they got my picture on there too, yo.
Y'all
see the comment on there? You got my picture on there? Y'all see what BH got to go against? I'm bigger than that now.
Somebody needs to get this man. Yo, this is crazy, bro. All right, man. Not gonna lie, it's one of our best streams so far, bro. We appreciate everybody coming out checking us out.
For sure.
Post up a few more things, man. Let's see here. Where should we go from here? Y'all got any topics y'all want to discuss? Y'all get you want to bring up?
I just want to say that birds will always fuck up dogs.
Talk to them.
Never, bro.
Like they just said, like an eagle will take out a wolf, yo. Like I'm telling you.
How come eagles don't live in houses, bro? They hunt eagles to extinction.
Go
hunt
look
eagles
up
to
a harpy
extinction.
eagle.
No, but if eagles ever got into a pack,
bro.
nigga's over.
Bro, hunting eagles in a pack, you don't want that.
It's
type of
over.
Beat,
Nigga, they busting through your windows.
I bet. I'm gonna throw a new random topic up here, yo. It's called the human zoo theory. All right. So the human zoo.
That sounds like slavery. That sounds like slavery.
Nah. Okay. Listen. Right. So human zoo theory, right? So the basic premise of it, right, is that animals in the wild, right? They don't get certain ailments, right? So cows in the wild, you don't have to trim their hooves, right? Like cows in the wild don't eat their hooves trimmed. Like animals in the wild don't get cancer, they don't get ulcer, they don't get depression, they don't exhibit homosexual behavior, they don't exhibit self-mutilation, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like this is facts.
Okay.
Animals don't do this in the wild.
They also
In the,
don't
in
live
the
long either.
hold on. In the zoo, animals do all these things. Animals do homosexual behavior. Animals harm themselves. Animals exhibit depression, etc., etc., etc. Right? Animals get cancer. Animals get ulcers. Animals are losing hair. Right? They're saying humans. The only reasons we suffer these symptoms is because in the density in which we live. They say whenever they come in contact with tribes and stuff like that have been uncontacted, they don't have any of these ailments, any of these problems. But it's once they become modernized and start living in modern society and start being put into a human zoo is when we start having cancers, we start having ulcers, we start exhibiting these factors. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, it kind of makes sense because if this motherfucker over here got some shit going on with him, and I'm that close to it, you know what I'm saying? I now have potential to be affected by that. You know what I'm saying? If I was roaming around in the free and this motherfucker got some shit, well, he's good. I'm over here. Like, you know, I'm out of here. Like, so like I'm not gonna be near that. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that is these animals are not born and bred to be fucking eating the type of food that we want to give them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And neither are we born and bred to be eating the food that we're eating.
yeah, so it's like we know what they would want to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like that's that instinct, that survival instinct. You know, so I feel like it's fucked up.
Big Red, I know you're over there busy doing some other shit. What do you think about the human zoo theory?
Definitely some wild stuff. I don't really have too much of an opinion on it, though. I'm kind of having some brain fog right now because I'm watching the World Series in the background while I was listening to you explain it.
Who's up?
Literally, like as he was explaining it, the Phillies just hit a go-ahead home run in the top of the 10th inning. So it's 6-5 Philadelphia with one out in the top of the 10th.
Oh man, that should be the Yankees. God damn it!
Who do you got for World Series, Red? What you think?
I think the Phillies are going to win, but I hope the Astros win, just based on my boy Trey Mancini from the Orioles got traded to the Astros this year. He's cancer survivor, defending comeback player of the year. So I hope my man gets his ring. And Dusty Baker is long overdue for getting a ring as well. So that's my prediction for the World Series.
Well, I'm going with your prediction. Yeah.
Yo, Soul of God, I'm about to be there with you right now, my boy. Watch this.
If y'all didn't know, that's what happens when those screens go dark, you know, because we're trying to get monetized.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're trying to keep those things off the screen for now
So
until we
if the
figure
screens
out.
are off, there's devil's lettuce being enjoyed.
Who knows? All sorts of things.
Yo, I speak on that topic, man. I think it's missing one key element when that discussion always comes up. It's missing one super key element, yo. Like, we live double to triple the lifespan of a lot of those tribes, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Says who?
for sure.
If they're uncontacted, who says that?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But all right, okay, all right. That can be a point, but how do we know that's our true lifespan?
I'm saying it may not be. I'm just saying, like, if you value living long, that's the benefit of way we live.
But
We
who
don't have
says
to
that's
fucking.
natural though.
When I'm
Like,
I have a my diet is more of like a primitive man outside of the little bullshit I do, but you gotta.
This
you
nigga
gotta
over here
give-
drinking Shannon Sharp.
That's what I'm saying. I drink wine.
cognac.
I'm drinking wine.
Talking about nigga drinks the Shannon
I mean-
Sharp's cognac. Talking about has to die of a primitive man.
But I would say this, like, science makes us live longer, dog. So it's a trade-off. I'm just saying it's a trade-off. What you're saying is true, but also we live, like, you gotta understand, like, before we have the population that we have now or current medical technology, like, dog, old age was 35, yo.
Yeah,
For
man.
some people though, but not all tribes
Expectancy.
though. A lot of
Yeah.
these hold on. Life expectancy was 35 in metropolitans, right? That's not the case like for everywhere. So I
Nah,
disagree.
I'm saying you can pull out extremes like months and shit like that.
Yeah, and they
but-
live and they're separated. Right or
But if
wrong,
you take
right?
the average
The
lifespan,
monks
if
be living for
anything,
the 90, 110. The monks be living, bro. So no, I
but
disagree, bro. I
they
think
kind of
with
fall
the
under the
humans,
same thing we fall under too, though, because like just because they ain't got a computer right there, they still got medical science that date back like thousands of years.
yeah,
like,
they have exactly. But what I'm saying
You know what
is,
I mean?
regarding human zoo theory, is that we living too close to each other.
That may be true, but I'm just saying, like, and the trade-off is we don't have to hunt for food, and we live. You could live until you're 100.
No, but we still could have it so that way that we don't have to hunt for food. We still
No,
could have
sure.
all of that
I
and
was about
still
to say,
have more
technically,
space.
we
There's
still
enough
hunt for
space.
food. It's
There's
just
enough space. There's enough space on
different.
this planet for us to live spaced out.
We can, but as I speak for Black people, we tend to live in cities. We tend to live
That's
next
any
to
man.
water.
That's everyone who lives. Everyone
But
lives next to water.
that's the same thing for Puerto Ricans though too.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Like,
well,
everyone
Puerto
lives
Ricans are
next to
descendants of
water.
Blacks, so
Everyone lives next to water, bro. So like,
No,
we're never
I'm
gonna
saying-
go there though.
Black people love cities. Humans love to live next to water. So we choose it. The trade-off is science lets us live long and still do absolute bullshit with our bodies.
Ninja, what you
I
think
like
about
it.
the human zoo theory? What's your take on it?
First of all, how we know them animals out there depressed?
Right.
Yeah, little bear out there like, oh man, my homie just died. He like, yo,
it's not even about
depressed.
it's not about depression about loss. It's depression of being confined and not being in your natural habitat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right,
Yeah,
so
I'm
Pete,
just-
game. I can point out.
It's
I
behavioral
watch
depression.
Thank you. I watch a lot of documentaries and shit. So there was one documentary, I think it's like Blackfin. It was about the orca whales and shit. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's a great documentary about the orca whales on Netflix. Maybe it's called Blackfin for sure.
Mhm.
All right. And they were saying how all the male orcas in the aquariums and all that stuff like that, their dorsal fin does not stick straight up. It flops over like
It
this, right?
curves over, yeah.
It flops over, right? And they were saying that they can't figure out why it does that. Like, there's no scientific explanation for why the dorsal fin is flopping over like that. And they came to the conclusion it was a sign of depression.
I believe it.
And that's what I'm saying, right?
That
It's
shit
like,
probably doesn't
in the
understand
wild,
why it's
that
being
doesn't
so
happen.
confined.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
wild, that doesn't happen. And it was like it also is a sign of a lack of testosterone, which also
Woo.
is what happens when humans get depressed.
Mhm.
A lot of those animals be rescues too, though. Zoos ain't what it be.
No, they
what it was.
don't, bro. Zoos be capturing shit, bro. You're wild.
I'm saying
This
like
is-
in
that's
today's
nonsense.
No.
You're
I'm
watching-
not
that's
saying
crazy.
you wrong though, but today's zoos, you have a lot more
Today's
rescues,
zoos,
dog.
you have a lot. You have some, bro. Majority of those zoos, bro, all those prized animals, if they didn't come from a breeder, they bought it from a
And
hunter
I
or a
think you're going
trader, bro,
mostly off
or
of,
a trapper. They buy it from
Amer-
trappers. This is not.
I think you're going off mostly off American zoos because
So where
when
they-
you go
so
to
where they-
zoos
so
in
where
other
they-
countries are not set up the same, dog. They're
I'm
not.
just telling you, most zoos in other countries don't keep orca whales because it's inhumane. Well, not inhumane, but
Man,
it's
I'm
a
just
it's a
saying.
crime. No, most places can't keep orca whales. In other countries, they can't keep orca whales. This is a fact.
Don't they like end up killing themselves after a certain while? They're,
Yeah,
like,
they commit
back themselves
suicide.
in?
I
Yeah,
think
they
you
do
choosing
that.
very specific animals and very specific
All
things,
right,
and then you rolling
all right.
with it.
Oh,
You know what I
these are
Same thing whether
look
you
it
don't
up.
ever find a
Argue.
big great white shark in any aquarium
Yeah,
or anything
like-
like that.
Yep,
They
great
can't
white sharks
live in
died.
those settings.
Great white sharks died in every
Yeah.
every major aquarium.
Like,
Elephants
I was-
have
no
problems.
bullshit,
Elephants
I
go
was-
on rampages. Elephants go
I
on
was just
rampages
at the
and kill
zoo
people.
I was just at the zoo like 3 weeks ago, and like the lions that was there, they're rescues, yo. So, and then not only
Yeah,
that, zoos.
those
I'm
that's
saying
fine,
my
but
thing
what
is like
about-
I don't want.
there are
wanna
more
paint a-
lions in Texas. No, there are more lions in Texas than there are in Africa.
But yeah, that's true. But
Wait,
I don't want
what?
to paint.
Yes,
Yeah,
Did
that's
you
true,
say
that's
there was
true.
more lions in
That's
Texas
true.
than there are in Africa?
That's true.
yes.
That's true. But
Those are not rescues. Those are not rescues.
I don't
need-
want
I
to.
need
But
to-
you gotta
I need to fact-
Those are not rescues.
look. My
I'm
thing is
getting
I don't
one
want
soon.
rescues.
need
I don't want to
fact
paint
check
a
that
negative
one.
image
Look
of
it up.
zoos because the reason why that's true is because like zoos are also responsible for breeding low populations. So they're not all bad, dog.
Yeah, some zoos are, but there are also a lot of
I
other
think you're
organizations
trying to
that could
just
be
paint a
doing
negative image of zoos. Like they've gotten a lot better. You know what I mean?
He's
Yeah,
defending
yeah,
the fuck
more-
out of zoos right now.
that. Yeah, he's.
I'm just saying
he's
that's just
hard
not
on the
that's
zoos.
not all negative, dog. Like,
No,
it's just
I'm not
all
saying
negative.
it's all negative. I'm talking about their when they keep large animals, when they keep like orcas, elephants, or high intelligent animals.
Nah,
like,
I don't think you should keep
primates and
anything that's
stuff
in
like that.
water. Anything that lives in water, I don't think you should keep. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should let
zoos-
that bitch roam.
zoos are responsible for like rebreeding these animals, yo. Like no bullshit.
No, I'm not saying they're not. Like regarding their conservation efforts, like regarding like tortoises and like the Galapagos tortoises and the Aldabra tortoise. Like I'm for sure, I'm with you on that. But like SeaWorld is not a zoo.
No, I don't think SeaWorld should exist. I don't think SeaWorld should exist, truthfully.
SeaWorld's not a zoo. That's what I'm not talking about SeaWorld. I'm not talking about a zoo. Like that's two different things.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't.
Nah, SeaWorld's a business.
Well, everything's a business. We live
That
in
deals in,
we live in
yeah,
capitalism.
facts. Like, wait, what?
This is capitalism. Everything's a business.
Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
a business. Like, yeah, but like that business has a name to it, and it's called an aquarium.
Yo, I got a question right here, man.
Aquatic animals.
Right all right, yo, this is gonna be the last question for the night, man.
You
What
already
DC
know, man.
or Marvel character would dominate in anime? All right, and we can start off with Denz because he already has the answer. But you guys can get a time to think about it. But Denz, you have to choose which anime though, bro. I'm gonna give you a twist with that. You got to choose which anime though. All right, Big Red,
you gotta pick a character and put him in an anime.
Yep, Big Red.
What do you mean by dominate? Like kill everybody?
I mean, who would be a good main character? You tell me.
You know what? I think I got it.
Will be a good main character, and in which anime?
And no time, no small sugarcoat anime too.
I think Silver Surfer would fit good in 3 worlds.
Pick one.
Bleach.
Ooh. Silver Surfer and Bleach should be OP.
Oh, I got one now.
Because Aizen, Aizen and fucking Bleach was like pretty OP, and that was like their main focus for a very long time. Silver Surfer would just literally be like the top of the top of the top. Like y'all gotta go through mad arcs to even figure out a way to even possibly get another arc to where he may seem defeated. To be continued shit. Like,
he'll keep coming back.
Oh, bro, there's no stopping. Like,
my question is, how does cosmic power translate to spiritual?
Right, that's my thing too.
Because it's energy. Anything spiritual is still energy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Spiritual power is different though.
It's energy.
It's not just energy.
It's a different word for energy, just like they say chi and chakra.
True.
It's energy.
True. That's all true.
Then my question is, how does he beat Yashua? How does he beat Yashua?
Bro, he's Silver Surfer. That's the power of awesome. He's just like,
Well, spoilers
he's
for
Timothy.
anybody who's watching. Like Yashua got some powers that like he can basically predict the future. So.
Wait, can Silver Surfer kind of do something similar?
Silver Surfer knows everything.
Yeah, he can do the same thing though.
Everything.
and the same as Joshua.
Damn, so they're gonna have a battle forever.
That's what I'm saying. It'll be a battle forever.
That's why that'd be crazy.
Crazy battle.
Damn, that'd be wild. Every season, he's still there. And dude's still there. So one season Silver Surfer could win, and one season Yashua, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be wild.
I don't want to spoil too much because, like,
you never know
too
who's
many
watching
spoilers.
it or not. Because I don't even know what you're talking about. So you kind of fucked it up for me, buddy.
Not too many spoilers. All right. We have some time. What do you think, Baby Daddy Gaming?
You can put the D on there if you want to. You know what
nah, I ain't calling you that though. That is too much.
Hey, no bullshit. I would go Spider-Man. You can choose the version of Spider-Man and My Hero Academia. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
that'd be hard.
That'd be hard.
That would be cool.
That's basically Spider-Man's whole story is trying to learn how to cope the world. You know what I mean? And then just put him in a setting where everybody's doing the same thing. You know what I mean? Boom.
And his morale would be such a boost to every like.
And all his little jokes and shit. His jokes, and he's strong as fuck. Yeah. All his jokes and his power gonna be mad useful.
And he's still learning.
Fucking up. Yeah.
And his power imbalance, like all of it.
Yeah. And then and like And then like he like mad chicks and shit. Like he be
Yeah.
getting like falling in love and shit.
The
That's a
joke,
good one.
the breaking the
That was
fourth
a
wall.
really good one.
Yeah.
Yup,
that's a really good one.
Spider-Man and My Hero Academia. That's a fucking heater.
Perfect
That's
matchup.
heat. That's heat. I'll give you that, bro. That's some fucking heat. Spider-Man, My Hero Academia. Then you had Silver Surfer in Bleach.
Bleach.
All right, Ninja, what you got, bro?
I'd put Sentry from Marvel. And I throw him in. I throw him in like Dragon Ball Z world.
I kind of knew you was gonna go with the Dragon Ball Z.
As a villain?
If it's Century, you have to.
As a villain? Oh, we lost him. No, right when he was finna
My
go.
bad.
Oh, there
My
we go. There
potato
we go. There we go. There we
that
go.
was a good recovery.
So Century and Dragon Ball Z as a villain. As a villain.
Yeah. I keep him as a villain. I mean, he's not really a villain in Marvel, but like he'd be a really good villain, and really he'd be a good hero. Because he'd be on his like Vegeta shit. Because I don't know if y'all know too much about Sentry, but Sentry has a mental disability, so he's like he's kind of like a mental guy that's dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. It'd be crazy.
We get everybody in there. Everybody good?
Pretty good, yeah.
The middle.
Rio look like he in the zone. He out of there, boy.
Yeah.
Did everybody just fall
But
into the
I don't know if
Matrix
y'all
real
heard
quick?
me, but yeah.
Yeah, we heard you.
I heard
Sentry.
you say that Sentry
Sentry
had
and Dragon
a
Ball Z.
mental issue.
Yeah. So he'd be like, kind of on that Vegeta tip where he'd be like unstable of if he's a good guy or a bad guy, and like you can build up on that.
He'd be like
and then
a better Brawly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Okay.
But he's super strong though. That's the thing. Like he's on Superman strength type shit. So like, I think he can fly. So it would mix well with Dragon Ball Z. But it's not. I know, like most people be like cookie cutter Superman, but like boo.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
What's up with Rigger, man?
Rigger hit the deep space, bro. Like,
somebody contact him if you could use your phone. Hit him up, Mike.
He might have froze.
hey,
Boy, that man in the tundra.
What's that? What's the joke in Superman where my man get trapped into the dimension force or something like that?
What happened?
Where Rick is at, he in the mirror dimension.
Oh. Yeah, that's funny as hell. Yo, but what? All right, so look, since you said Spider-Man is my hero, what other Marvel character would you put in a different world?
I ain't gonna flex. That motherfucker was so good. I can't even think of another.
You said that's gold right there.
Because like I had nobody when the conversation started, and then when you start talking about Silver Surfer, I'm like, man, Bleach like motherfucking 1,000 fucking episodes. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to throw somebody in there, and I was like, I got to think of something like a newer anime that's also popular. Because he said we couldn't choose no bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
And then you chose a very generic plain base starter. Marvel.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and then put him with
yeah, so that's like I had to really think, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's a good one anyways, because the biggest point about that is like everybody makes mistakes in My Hero Academia. That's the biggest thing. Like everybody's fucking up, everybody's learning, everybody's young. You got your romance, you got your parents, you got all your life problems. And like basically, like I say, you can choose any version of Spider-Man because they all have those problems. But with that, like he's like, that's a perfect mashup. You know what I'm saying? Granted, you had to change the ages.
Yeah.
Speaking of what I feel like
you can put Miles. You can use Miles.
Miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I say choose any version you want. You know what I mean? But Miles would probably be dope, yo. You know what I'm saying? Anime need more black characters anyways. They usually sprinkle one in
He's
there.
Puerto Rican and black, all right?
Puerto Ricans are descendants of blacks, dog. We count
I know,
y'all.
but I am. I know.
We
Okay.
count y'all, man.
We're Tainos, man.
Yeah, one thing I don't look. I'll be straight up. I'll be straight up with you. One thing I don't like about Puerto Ricans is how our government does y'all guys.
Oh
And
yeah,
so like,
The
and then y'all
voting?
don't have proper representation. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Mm-hmm.
so when Trump was president, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a scene where he was like, you know, y'all had that hurricane and shit like that.
Yep.
And he was throwing paper towels and shit like that, and all the white people was like laughing and shit like that. Like, I hated that so much because I actually went to Puerto Rico like a month after, and Rigger, you muted. I went to Puerto Rico like a month after, and it taught me what a hurricane was to a tornado, because I always compared them to be the same. You know what I'm saying? And the difference between a hurricane and a tornado is, if a tornado hit a parking garage, ain't nothing really gonna happen to the parking garage, the structure. But if a fucking hurricane hit a parking garage, it's ripping that bitch. The concrete, steel, all that shit. And like, yeah, I don't. And then in that situation, like every time something happens to Puerto Rico, the government does not step up. And then y'all can't even represent yourselves because you're not a state. And then you don't even get voting rights unless you move over to the homeland. I think
Yeah.
that shit is fucked up.
That's stupid.
And
that
that's
they'll
one
get
thing I
voting
don't
rights.
like about Puerto Ricans is they should fight for proper representation and to be a state. Because at the end of the day, we know they're not a state because they don't profit enough. They don't have oil. They don't have crab fishing. You know what I mean? They don't have crazy tourism like the DR. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have the super nice beaches like Haiti. We know it's a money thing. But at the end of the day, those are lives over there, and Puerto Rico don't get the proper representation. And I believe Puerto Ricans don't fight for it. They come over here and they get fucking comfortable.
Shouts out Puerto Rico.
You know what I mean? And I love all my black people, even the descendants. You know what I'm saying? And that's shit, most of the fucking world. That includes Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, anywhere around the equator, Jewish people, Arabics. You know what I'm saying? All the descendants of black, show. It's just America does Puerto Ricans terrible. Rigger, you figure your shit out yet, dog? Can you hear us, Rigger? Can you hear us? Like,
Yo, there we go.
Okay, yeah, you good.
All right, I'm here. Yo, I'm gonna close it out real quick though. The last thing I'm gonna
Hey,
say
put
is
Dents
that,
back in so he can say bye.
All right, for sure. I'm gonna put him in here. I had to switch out my shit real quick, but yeah, we closing it out on y'all, man. We're gonna close it out. We appreciate y'all checking in with us, man. We had a long stream tonight. Been drinking, talking a little mess with y'all. But for my anime, you know, because I closed out though, my anime I was gonna pick was going to be Wolverine and Baki. That's gonna be my anime. I'm gonna put the Wolverine and Baki.
I feel
like he'd be,
right, man.
Yeah, whatever though. But that's the point though. No.
And regeneration.
Yeah, I know, but still, I feel like it'd be phenomenal. But whatever. But cool, man. Thank everybody for joining us, despite the technical difficulties at the very end. Everybody who watched us, like, share, and subscribe. Let me turn off this little banner we got up here, so y'all can see everybody's names in this tip.
We might be back tomorrow night for the Jake Paul Anderson Silva fight. That's to be determined. We'll let y'all know if we are going to do that.
Yes, we shall communicate. We shall figure it out. But this is who was in here tonight. We had more guests. Thank the guests as well. But peace, man. Thank y'all for checking us out.
Deuces.
Had to switch to the brick. I'm trying to